Everyone, welcome to another session
Of
Annihilation.
we got there. Let's go.
I like how enthusiastic that Annihilation part was. That's good. That's good.
No, I was just trying to be first.
Well, she knows what's gonna happen in this session. She read the
Yes.
script. Oh fuck! Wait, Aqua, you're live. I wasn't supposed to mention the script, was I?
Oh shoot.
Oh no!
It's okay. I'll just
No,
rewrite
it
if
was in
you.
a public DM.
I can rewrite it.
Delete
I can
the
rewrite a
mod.
few details in the script. It's fine. Now you don't even know what's going to happen.
But how will I know how to act then? So weird. I've never done an improv session before.
Also, I don't know how an improv
that-
session would
you guys-
be like.
You guys remember that time I stole that ring? It was all scripted. That totally was not improv at all.
Yeah, that's why we argued about it for a little while because that way it would feel more real.
Exactly.
Aqua, you
No,
stopped
no.
leaving,
Me
right?
reminding you of it every time it bites us in the ass is also scripted.
We
It's
didn't do
not
that.
biting us in the. No one
I
died
have a-
because of this
No, no,
flaw.
Mark,
Actually,
I have
that's-
a
it's a script.
50-page.
It's a script.
You
It's a
get the
script.
asterisk.
To be clear
Capital
though,
letter bolded.
to be clear though, even if we do have some deaths, it's probably still worth it. I mean, that ring was so useful. I wore it for like 8 sessions and it never was relevant.
Yeah. True. Very
What does it
true.
even do? It's like you can use it to.
You
pass
can't be
text
magically restrained, paralyzed, or and you
Well,
ignore
clearly
difficult with
it
them.
was so that we could get this upgraded ring, and that's the one that's useful.
True.
Like
Right.
leveling up a
That one-
magic. card to
It's
get a guy
really
with-
useful for.
That one probably
all of
works
us.
against supernatural abilities.
It's really, it's really useful for all of us who already have pretty much all of our attunement slots like dictated.
Bro, I dedicated an attunement slot to that thing for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I basically have my attunement slots perfectly covered because I need my greatsword, I need the fire shield, and I can't unattune from the.
I'm not gonna lie.
Epsilon.
If this ring is really fun, I'm gonna replace the shield with it
Okay.
because I have a feeling the item's gonna be fun, but we'll see. Anyway, that's assuming I don't die. So
Life without the shield.
Wouldn't it
Misery,
be
Misery,
funny
sadness.
if Mark died? Huh? Wouldn't that be funny? The
And
true
then the,
karma.
and then the ring was really fun,
Yes.
and also
I
like
think
really
that
good for
is
Keon. Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like if anyone's gonna die, it's probably gonna be Mr. Rizulka. I'm out of ways to protect the dude.
I have a way or two, in theory.
That's good because
I
In
mean,
theory.
technically, I have a way to protect him as well. I have 2 ways, in fact. I can swap with him, and I can just kill everything else, and it'll be fine.
Wow.
Jeff is the best EC.
I've got a couple more.
Unless they
items
just get
to roll, but-
revived again. in
Yeah,
which case
actually,
it doesn't actually
this,
count.
in this battle, death has not been the best CC.
It's been pretty good. It's like kept him
It's
safe
okay.
for a turn.
A turn.
It's okay. I still have my the true 7th party member, the spirit in the lantern.
That's true.
True. That thing's the best support Azulka's had the entire campaign.
Aren't you glad I forced you to take it?
Yeah.
How many times have we been like, Azulka, roll a death save, and he's like, no.
No,
No.
I don't have to.
All right, let's get the actual thing moving though. So, last time on Tomb of Annihilation, you all continued your fights against the Slot. You started off by seeing these two fellas and the Anis Hag reviving from the dead as the powers of Limbo were manifested fully around you, and now you are inside of the realm of Limbo itself, having been brought here, by the Death Slot. Now inside of this realm, various chaotic happenings have been ongoing at the beginning of each of the Slot's turns that have been changing wildly the landscape of the battlefield. Just a moment ago, you were swarmed in an ocean of fire, which then transformed into just a regular ocean that was holding back your various speeds. It also empowered the Sea Hag, who is currently off in what seems to be the elemental plane of water. Just briefly, Malphite went inside to try and beat them up a bit. You also found yourself dealing with this Prismatic Wall, which actually binds people, which we discovered later on. That actually it blinds people. Who knew?
Oh
Wow,
my
what a
god. He cast the delayed prismatic wall. It's getting stronger as the turns go on.
It's
There
getting
are
strong.
3 con saves from Harry in chat, and he nailed all of them, so he's fine.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. It's true, it's true. The Copper Dragon over there at the south is looking fairly wounded after an incredibly high barrage of attacks from Jordan. Azel and Fenville are currently temporarily shunted, having also shunted away the Annis Hag, who I believe is inside of a force wall?
Yeah, the 7th level one. Force
Yeah,
cage.
okay.
Yeah, the 7th level one, yeah.
Baby
Force cage.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
I mean, her aura probably still goes through that, and it's harder to kill her there.
Probably, but she has to pass a Christmas save, which she probably will to get out of it, and she needs to teleport, so like, you know. I called it, Dale, by the way.
Yeah.
She uses a spell slot, and there's a chance she doesn't pass.
And the night hag over here is continuing to beam in and out of it, the ethereal realm, just beaming people with various damage.
Aqua,
Yes.
can magic go through the force cage?
No.
Okay. That includes magic items, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Hold on.
Reason I'm asking is could I use die for a die to lower their charisma save if they try to get out of the force cage?
Oh, that's what you meant. No, you would not be able to because it's magical. Magical effects don't go past total cover.
Okay.
Alright, and so we begin at the top of the round with the slots move. The last thing that happened is the water all around seemingly returns back to the water vapor it previously was. You were no longer suffocating and no longer surrounded in water, as the tingling sensation of your skin beginning to harden seems to take full effect. You look over at your skin. It looks like it is transforming into stone. For those who are currently even around, those who are temporarily shunted, nothing is happening to you. But the other 4 of you, Saga, Kian, Epsilon, and Jordan, go ahead and make a Constitution save.
Oh no, a
Turn
con
slow.
save.
I can already turn my flesh to stone myself. Like I don't know if this is a negative effect.
Alright, this is also not a minus. It's not a minus 2d6 this time, because the
Yeah.
Shunted.
The attack is forward in time.
What have the DC's been in this campaign? I can't
26.
remember.
It was 26 in this
Okay,
one.
I'm
In this
probably
campaign,
good.
just this fight, they have them in 26.
Well, no,
the
but
whole
we're
time.
all Mark and I are also in Curse's Throne. We're both in big long fights right now with a lot of
Okay,
DCs.
excuse me. I'm also in Curse of Strahd.
You've been in there
So
since
is
the beginning.
Liz.
But,
So is
okay, but
Liz.
Wiz isn't a player character.
I'm not, and neither is Azelka.
That's what you think.
We only are
Dun,
among
dun,
brothers.
dun.
Actually, that's true. Wiz
Wiz
is
has a
just
voice changer,
arena.
and he's actually been playing as one of the other PCs this
No,
whole time.
Liz is actually a werewolf. You guys have
Oh, true.
yet.
Alright, do you choose to keep all of those values for con saves?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll keep the crit.
Yeah.
Cool. You go ahead and keep them.
Even if I fail, I think I still get to pay 100 life if I want to.
Alright,
Remember.
nothing seems to happen initially, as it feels like your skin is returning back to normal. When it happens again, go and make another Constitution save.
What?
Let's go!
Okay.
Okay, I'm spending 100 HP. Yep, there we go. Losing 100 HP.
Alright. In order to avoid having their skin turn to stone, Epsilon holds it back, and they feel fine now. Looking down over at their metal, they see stone beginning to form on it once more. Make one more Constitution save.
Are you? Okay.
Never again.
Alright, good. Damn, for only having a +4 to my con save, I've been rolling pretty well.
Well, now that you said that, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay because I can spend 100 HP to not be fucked.
Oh wait, was it just Soupsalon that needed to roll, or all of us?
No, everybody. Again.
Okay.
Okay.
Man.
Oh, Harry's here too, right? That is 3 con saves on Harry.
Oh, true.
I chose a good time to go forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Harry's kind of good.
Yeah.
Look at those. Look at Harry go.
I'm sure I won't reappear and immediately get turned into stone.
Surely not.
It's okay, you
Surely.
can still move.
That's true. I'll just start walking around.
All right.
I'm
As
not
for
doing that, we petrified him, and he just starts walking towards you.
I can't beat the shit
You
out
try,
of you
you
without
try,
getting
you
close.
try holding him back, and he still walks past you.
wait, we need one more con save from Saga, don't we? Or miss one?
Yep.
What, do we make 3?
It was
Yeah, it was 3
Make
total.
a third one.
I'm sure she'll be fine.
Yeah, they're fine.
I'm
Alright.
confused.
Alright, with all those con saves out of the way, nothing else seems to happen to all of you. But looking over at the Slot and the Dragon, you notice that their skin is covered in a stony exterior, as if by the Stone Skin spell.
Ah, for. Alright.
Wait, what if we intentionally failed it and just got the stone skin effect on?
I don't think it would give us.
Yeah,
stone
I have a
skin,
feeling.
doubt
it was, yeah. Not
What if
good
it
for
did though?
because
be pretty
Limbo
funny.
is clearly playing sides, like as noticed by the life and death and fire and water.
Yeah, you've seen that they were
Saying that this
completely
guy-
unaffected by both of those.
Are you saying this
Like the fire
battlefield is against us?
Yeah.
What?
No, surely not.
What's our home turf?
Our
The
airship,
tavern.
which is actually here. Yeah, it is actually
yeah,
here.
like, we're both on home field, I guess.
I don't think our airship. I think our home field is the fucking arena. To be honest.
Yeah,
That is true.
apparently.
We have had the most combats there.
Imagine if we set things up there to
Think
give
about
us,
it
like,
this way:
buffs.
every one of my characters has died while not in the arena. Coincidence? I
Really?
think
Oh my
not.
god!
true.
No, we should instead of inviting him to the plateau, we should have gone to the merchant prince and be like, "We have a fight. We will spawn. We will bring him to you."
I mean, I think I would prefer to not bring possible harm to the people of Port Neonzaru because of the sword.
Fine.
Watch that, like the
100%
entire, like, all,
of devs of our party have not been in the arena. Coincidence?
everybody gets brought to limbo, and then like fire turns to water. It's like, oh no!
The entire crowd just gets murdered.
Yeah, they're all level 1 commoners, so they have like 4 health, and they all just die.
Okay. The remainder of the death slot continues. I feel unable to be harmed now. Now, excuse me. They move forward a bit. You may attempt your opportunity attack against him
Hmm.
if you choose Epsilon.
Let me see if the turnover is right now. Nope, I'm good.
Okay. Give me a second. So let me. I lost where
I do
they
not
were
have
moving to.
instant reactions.
All right. They will move over here.
Wait, go back a second. Where were they?
Right there.
Right here, right?
I
Why-
was right beside the slot.
Oh, I was attacking the slot on my turn, so I guess I should have been here then. Unless
Alright,
they
that's
moved.
fine.
Did they move?
I don't know. I don't remember.
No,
I
because
don't-
I the last turn before this one was mine, so I definitely should have been melee range.
Yeah, I don't believe that they moved.
Okay, well I mean I'm not opportunity attacking anyway, but this is where I should be, I think.
Alright. Moving a bit further away. And then from here, they go ahead and point over at Epsilon. You have not dealt with enough realities yet. They will cast a reality break on you.
Oh, that's a 6 spell.
I don't know what that does.
Literally reality.
I almost took
terror.
that one.
Let's see.
Make a wisdom saving throw to start off with.
Hey Mark, how's your wisdom saving throws?
I can't-
I have a plus 10.
Nick, I can't fail them if I'm in range.
Nick, you could just fucking 100 HP.
I only have 230 HP left.
You'll
but
be
you are
great. What's the
Al-
worst that could happen?
Alternatively, I could swap with your rock friend.
Yeah,
I'll
if I'm in
fight-
range,
No.
The
I
rock
can't
is not
really
on this
tell.
plane. The rock is
Gotcha.
currently in the elemental plane of water. They're not
Nick,
actually
yes,
there.
he is in the plane of water. I'm not.
I don't know, Aqua. I can't really tell. Is Saga within range or not?
They're underneath that blue cube of ice. So, I mean, what's the range on the thing?
My aura.
Oh, that.
You can see.
No, they are not. You can see. I mean, you can't. Nobody else can see it. But if you look at your aura, you'll see that they're not even in a majority of the square.
Wait, you guys can't see my aura?
No.
No, it's generally hidden because it, doesn't matter for them. It usually just matters for both of
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, it's also really big, so.
It's only 60
You're
feet.
immune to 3 of the 4 options on Reality Break.
That's true.
Wait.
Because I'm immune to force damage.
And psychic damage.
Yeah, I'm immune to force.
Unfortunately, I would say that I could move, but I actually had like 50
And I'm
move speed
resistant to cold.
because of my sand thing. So
I can't take reactions.
Wait, but
Spell
1 to
damage.
2, the stun is not a rider effect on the psychic damage, is it? So it's just.
No, it's not.
Okay, so
Correct.
you're not immune to 1.
Well, I'm immune to the damage part of it.
Yeah.
I could make a save. I mean, I have my Cosmic Foresight. I don't have an Inspiration.
You
Or
do
you
have a
have
flag on you?
aura.
I do have your aura, but I have +0 to my.
Wait, but you have a flag on your character. You don't have an inspiration?
I removed it from my sheet, so I probably just forgot to remove the flag.
I see.
Okay, you know what? I'll roll, and we'll see what I get. Okay, I will try adding a Cosmic Foresight to that.
Right? As long as it's not a 1.
Okay, we're good.
I mean,
I half
so what
expected it to
20
fail right
points.
when I said that.
Yeah, you're literally saying that, and then the 1 comes out.
Yeah, but I don't know what his spell save DC is versus like.
Everything's been 26 so far. Also,
Yeah,
it
everything's
does
been
literally say at the bottom of the save. It's
Oh, it
spell
does.
save is
Okay,
26.
I will not. Well, I could spend a Foresight anyway. You know what? Whatever. Just in
What?
case he has some method of fucking with it, I'll keep the Foresight spent.
Alright. And then
Trust this man.
you are currently affected by Reality Break. I'll go ahead and just place like
Wait,
Wait.
you're not
Sure.
gonna use
I
it?
still, no, I did use the Foresight. I got a 30, whatever, 33. And I still.
the Reality Break takes effect regardless of whether you pass the initial save.
Okay.
Wait, what?
That is concentration, but we have trouble hitting him to break it.
It's true.
And then finally, they go ahead and hold the ring up that they've been wearing. The best part of the chaotic atmosphere is the absolute freedom to do anything you want. And with that, they go ahead and activate it as it glows a nice bright purple. And then almost like a little flash, you see them move all the way over to here.
You
Ah.
bastard.
Joke's on him. Now I can go throw a dagger at him.
Looking over at them, you see that they appear to be their physical form looks like it's kind of wavering in and out of existence.
Right.
Alright, so that's all they did with their action and their bonus action. They did not place down any more boxes this turn though, as that did consume their bonus action. Meanwhile, the Night Hag.
Yep.
They return back from the ethereal realm. And with that, aim a spell over at Jordan. And Jordan, the spell that they are aiming over at you is going to be an insect plague. It is actually missing some of its damage. Give me a moment.
It's not just a normal cantrip. No.
It also deals this much extra.
If we get party wiped here, we become these guys, right? Like those are our new player characters.
And we have to start an evil campaign as.
That would be incredibly funny. What's the radius on an insect plague actually? Let me see.
I think it's 20 feet.
I'll go. You know what? Red seems like a good color for insect plague. It's actually technically right here, but you know, whatever.
My God,
It's an
red
It's an
insects.
AOE damaging cantrip. Nice. Is it? It's a cantrip.
No, it's not a
What's it?
cantrip. It's 5th level. It's not a cantrip.
Oh.
I
Yep,
just
and
thought it
with
was
them
it dealt 40-10.
Oh, yeah, that's why I thought that as well.
Okay, and so yeah, that's you take half of that damage then on a successful save, Jordan. That would be instead of 58, 26.
You mean none,
None.
actually.
Museum.
Because he is missing
Correct.
armor.
No, well, also because of the aura. The
That too.
area of power things, so both.
Everything.
Yeah. Wait. Do we know what's causing that extra 12d6 damage? 'Cause that's not the upcast for that spell.
What about the 26? It doesn't
Do
seem
we
like that's
know
from an
anything about-
upcast.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do we know anything about that extra damage? Can we figure anything out about it or no?
The Night Hag seems to have been dealing enhanced damage every single turn so far.
Oh, okay.
I think it's their equivalent of sneak attack, except with spells.
Oh, I can see that.
Alright, and with that, they are both finished.
You skipped us.
Yeah, and I accidentally hit too many buttons.
God, the turns are going quick.
Yeah, they're going. Fenville, you have returned. Go and make a Constitution saving throw.
Ah!
You do have advantage.
Oh, I do.
Oh shit!
He doesn't need it though.
That's the advantage roll.
And
then
since
do
you're in the circle of power, no damage to you done because you passed.
Hog.
I like how what
Hogging.
is Fenwall
That's assuming.
and what is Fenwall Woodward?
Yeah, I have a last name. Come on now.
Yes,
I
but
don't-
why don't do without the last name?
He forgot to switch
Because that's
his
just what I
character.
renamed myself, so at the bottom it shows up as that.
Were you always Fenwal Woodward?
Yes.
Yeah.
I always just combine two words together and make a last name.
They've been with you for so many months and just now realized what your last name was.
Hey, Epsilon hasn't been with him for that long.
Aqua, was that for the insect plague, or is that
Yeah, it's when
is
you
my flesh
entered
being
it.
stonified?
That was just the insect plague. That's it.
Oh, okay, so I don't have to worry about the flesh being stonified. Oh
You
my god.
do need to move out of it though,
Well-
or you have to do it again.
Yeah,
Actually, hold on. Let me check something. That's a good point.
yeah. I felt like I'm dodging that because I wasn't there at the exact moment.
I
it
see.
activated.
Yeah, you're correct. Never mind. I just checked the wording ahead. Make the Constitution save, then make a Constitution save to make a Constitution save.
I'm assuming no advantage on these ones, Wiz.
Yeah, that's not a magic spell.
Alright, watch me smurf them anyway. Well, that's one fail.
All right.
I can't actually use die for die on you, so.
Yeah, like I said, that's one fail.
Alright, your flesh has begun turned to stone as if by the flesh to stone spell. You are restrained right now.
Oh no.
Are you
what a
sure?
nightmare.
Are you sure about that?
I forget, is this guy stunned or anything?
No.
No.
No, I tried, instead of stunning him, I tried killing him and he was too high HP.
Yeah.
You are, however, still being turned to stone, so I'll place those saves on top of you. Not that I think it'll matter, because you have to fail 3 more saves. But,
Oh,
you know.
watch me. But anyway, being restrained is irrelevant. I'm just gonna walk around. Hold on.
It's our turn, so I'm gonna regenerate.
I don't particularly have any exciting things.
Did your death ward pop?
Yes, but I have a new one.
Okay.
From when my turn stopped. I also have mirror image. I need to
Was
remember
that your
that
second
too.
time stop? It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So
He's
you're
out of time
you're
stops.
out of time control.
Yeah,
No
I
more
can't. I don't even
chaos
have any
control.
temporal shunts left.
Oh shit, that's not good.
Yeah, I told you guys. I was burning spell slots like crazy this fight.
Yeah.
Far away these guys from each other. Oh, hold on. You're within 30 feet, surely. No, you're not. How? I would have guessed. Well, first things first. Wow, look at that. I'm safely out of it. I'm gonna assume this lady isn't. Oh, wait, actually, if I go there, I get blinded by this, yeah?
Yep, that's what I was about to say.
Ah, how unfortunate.
You guys
Alright.
can move like over here.
Yeah, that's
over
what
here.
I'm doing. I'm gonna go over here into this guy's corpse, because I'm pretty sure I'm in range of this guy, just to, like... all that good stuff. Alright, the question is what to cast. I have, like, no good spells left.
I mean, I might just go for full offense on the dragon.
Why does this thing not have a fucking upcast? It smells suck. Oh no, it does. Okay, it does. I just hadn't put it in the, in the spell list. This guy resisted force damage when we hit him with it earlier, yeah. Or was that the hag? I don't remember.
It was the hack.
Okay.
They
So
are
with-
stone skinned this turn.
Do you think you're gonna be able to kill this guy if you get him?
I doubt it.
Why don't you go first?
They have
here?
over 300 health, if you remember, because powered kill didn't work.
Yeah, so just crit him twice.
They have
True.
stone skin this time.
That doesn't work on divine or radiant damage, does it? Get his ass.
He is technically.
Unless you
not
have some
wrong.
other thing you want to do, because I'm trying to think of casting gravity sinkhole on these two, because they'll do 9d10 force damage, which seems good.
And I could heal you, but
Ah, who needs it? Health is fake and cringe, so
I can't disagree with that.
who doesn't have bardic inspirations right now, by the way?
I don't.
I don't.
Harry and Joran. Oh,
And Epsilon.
Alright, well, yeah, you're like 10 miles away. I can't help you with that one.
Well, you didn't ask.
Well, I know, but I want to be sassy anyway.
Alright, well, let's put this attack action in, I guess.
Hell yeah, brother.
Well,
One of those connects as their AC is 24, like everybody else.
You.
let's throw a smite on there.
Scusi. Nice.
It's a good default damage roll.
oh my
See,
god.
which part of that is radiant on that? On the
The
26.
12 is radiant.
Wow, you rolled maximum on that. Very nice.
Uh-huh.
I mean, technically, for the bonus damage against dragons, I'm not sure if it should count as slashing. I mean, it's from the Charm of the Slayer. I'm not sure. Wasn't sure what to put it down as.
Let me see. Charm of the Slayer?
Actually, this guy isn't CC'd at all, is he?
No.
Of the
should
weapons
probably-
type, so that is
I
just
should probably
slashing.
psychic lance him
Okay.
actually, so he doesn't get to breath us to death.
67?
That would be nice.
That seems like a better idea.
I do still have my bonus action, so I could cantrip them too.
I am gonna do that. Yeah, so I'll cast Rolithim's Psychic Lance on this guy.
Alright, you aim for the
first-
Psychic Lance.
But first... oh, great magic, oh bow. Is Rolithim's Psychic Lance the right spell to cast here? Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah.
You know, you could have done this first, and I would have had advantage, I think.
Yeah, but I forgot that he wasn't CC'd at all.
Unconsciousness doesn't give it advantage, I believe. Or not, incapacitation doesn't.
Incapacitated.
Oh, that's right,
Yeah.
it
Does
does.
it not?
Yeah, it's just can't
No.
take actions or reactions.
Okay.
As you attempt it, the Night Hag, who is over here, is like... Counterspell.
Do I care?
I don't know why it's not
I don't have any good-
spelling it.
I don't have any good reactions left. I can just try to counterspell this myself.
Alright, it is 3rd level.
Yeah, mine's 7 by default.
Alright, and a counterspell goes through. As you see the Slod also go for a counterspell.
And I will counterspell him.
Nice.
Alright. And that will succeed. Both reactions expended on both sides right there, and the counterspell succeeds.
I wish I was a little closer, because I was almost in range to just counterspell.
I do have to use a spell slot for that, because that's not a paladin spell for me.
Man, we should
Yeah.
have mage battles more often. This is fun.
Funny you say that.
I can cheat at Wizard Duels, though, because I can
Why couldn't
counterspell
we
without getting
have mage
counterspelled.
battles when Aster was alive? We only had one mage battle when Aster was alive, and it
That
involved
fails.
throwing the slot off of a fucking tower twice, and he still survived.
The dragon is incapacitated for now.
And he takes 34 psychic damage.
Alright, they take the hit. Oh yes, I forgot to check something, didn't I?
What's
Let me
that
go ahead
symbol?
and check. Oh, that's the incapacitation symbol.
Oh, it was over me, so I thought it was on me.
what you see is that the air around you is beginning to feel sharp to the touch.
That's good. Generally speaking, I think that's one of my favorite things when the air does that.
Yeah.
I wonder if that means that it hurts to move.
Hmm.
I should probably give up Bardic Inspirations instead of throwing a Crown of Stars thing, huh? Or I
Well-
can do both and just not have cutting words ready.
Um,
Honestly, I think that's better. Everyone's just casting
if you-
spells and this guy isn't doing anything. I'm doing that.
I was gonna say, if you do throw out a Crown of Stars with the dragon, I was gonna say it's more likely that Harry can kill him, but I think Bardic Inspiration is more consistent. You know?
I'm just doing both.
No.
I don't need the cutting words reaction. Think about it. What am I gonna do? Stop this guy from casting a spell with it? Stop this guy from
fair.
casting a spell with it? I can't even reach this guy, and this guy's incapacitated. So you
That's
guys
fair.
both get a. Wiz, you get a D20. Harry can make do with a D12.
How many D20s do you have left? Is that it?
Only 2 after this.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's important to get them on actual party members instead of this thing who
Hey.
has 1 health left. Look, he's so tanky. He has 38 AC.
For my bonus action.
The last
Yeah, that's
time
so
I
important
referred to
against-
Harry is not a party member. I got lamb blasted.
Yeah, as you should.
He's my nemesis, to be fair.
They fail and take
Technically
the
has
39 radiant.
disadvantage. He technically has disadvantage, but it's whatever.
Alright, is that it for both of your moves?
I'm throwing a Crown of Stars at him really quickly.
Bean it. You will have disadvantage on this if you
Melee
are within
range,
range.
yeah. Nah, who cares? It's
Okay,
great.
man.
Easy connection for 26 more radiant damage.
Wait,
The dragon,
even if they're incapacitated, that's bullshit. Come on.
the dragon is on death's door.
I'm sad.
Harry's ears perk up.
That's me. Do I make the Flesh to Stone thing at the end of my turn?
I believe so, yeah.
Does his past successes not count on that, or?
Hmm?
And to say they say 0-0 on Fenwall, I was wondering if his past successes and failures aren't counting towards.
That's what the failure is what starts it.
Okay. Well, he did a success after the failure.
So, do I make a saving throw right now, Aqua, or do I only start making
Oh,
them next?
you mean those other successes? The one
yeah,
after
there was
3
one
content?
after the failure.
No, it didn't do anything.
Okay.
That's
No,
what
no,
I'm
the other success was for the spell, wasn't it?
The
No.
first one, then these 3. The one that rolled as fake meat.
Oh.
But Aqua, do I make my first save against it in this best of 5 at the end of this turn or end of next?
I believe that Flesh to Stone is at the end of each of your turns.
So right now.
Yeah.
Poggy Woggies, watch me nat 1 it. No, not quite. Actually, just rolling good.
That is,
Life
that
is
is
pod.
not exactly that one, yeah.
1 success.
Huge.
What an annoying spell.
Bro, it's not that bad. I can walk.
I can walk. Alright. Next, it is the Sea Hag and the Copper Dragon's turns. The Copper Dragon will both are like about the same level.
Right.
Is Harry level with the ship?
You can he's incapacitated, Aqua.
Ah, yes, about that. You see the Slaw do a nice little laugh. You have yet to learn, don't you? With a little purple glow on the ring. The psychic lanterns.
I'm not good at learning things, and it's a big flaw of mine.
I'm trying to think if Harry would be level with the ship because the dragon was here throwing him into the wall, and then Harry flew over here, and I mean, like, I guess it's reasonable that he'd be leveled-ish, but I mean, he's flying, so I don't know. I feel like if the dragon was shoving him into the wall that's in the air, he'd be level with whatever that was, so.
Didn't he
a
magic
little bit in the air.
missile like the hag the previous turn, so he would have had to aim over the wall, so he'd have to have been airborne above it?
Range attacks can go through the wall, can't they?
No.
Oh, then yes, he would have had him over the wall. So yeah, he would be he's flying over this wall, Aqua.
Okay, I see. I'm just checking one thing. The dragon goes over to right here, and there's no opportunity attack. And it exhales a breath that it hasn't actually gotten to do this whole time here. As it will aim it down, it's a cone, thus able to hit Fenville, Jordan, and Harry. All three making Constitution saves.
Man, it's like, I did just get Constitution save proficiency from the Chalice of Victory, Truth, and Justice. But, like, never mind, they're okay.
Just scarcely okay. And Harry?
I
yeah.
usually fail
Done.
them. I have trauma. So
Oh yeah, that was Harry's. I'm good at seeing Harry's numbers.
Yeah, so this has Keon because some people don't consider Harry a part of the party. Asshole.
Alright, the slowing breath doesn't seem to take hold as the dragon angrily bites and claws down onto you, Fenville.
Hey! The heck?
It goes for the bite number 1.
Yeah, that hits a little bit. So that pops Death Ward.
You are restrained.
I already am, man.
Yeah.
I'm used to it.
If I recall, it's not that it's not that you aren't restrained, so that you can just escape a restraint by walking, correct?
Yeah, I'm still affected by it, I think. Let me open up Monk's
Yeah, you're affected by it. You just do not care about the effects of it.
Pseudo affected by it.
Then they
Wait,
will
can he
drag you
actually
over
drag you
here.
Can he be moved like that?
I don't
I
think
don't
he
believe so,
No,
actually.
I can't.
No.
I can't be unwillingly moved. I think. Hold on.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
restrained in its grasp, it tries to drag you, and it fails.
Displacement effects are unable to move me, so I don't
You are
know,
restrained in name only.
They will still have advantage on this. Claw,
Hey.
onto you.
Oh, it's on the thingy. I think it hits. Yeah, it hits. Oh, actually, barely. Wow. It
I
hits
can
by
lower
2.
that. Maybe.
I mean, if you
I
want,
feel like-
that'd be appreciated, because otherwise I'll probably get murdered in cold blood.
Happens.
Okay. Do you trust the D6 to roll a 2? Because I don't.
Of course I do, because if it rolls
Actually,
a
wait.
1, it's funny.
Who's turn order here? No, I'll roll 2. Dragon's about to die anyway.
Oh my god.
I rolled a 1. See?
Oh
I rolled a
my-
1.
Think about how much funnier it would have been if it did.
The claw misses. It does have the 1 and the 4 now.
Yup.
1
That is until it dies, and then I get it back.
Yeah.
if it dies.
It then goes for a claw number 2.
Hey,
Yeah, can't help with that one.
that hits.
Can you not cutting words?
No, I
Nope.
reaction
Remember?
counterspelled, and I used a bonus action on my turn.
Oh.
The extra one then, because I forgot the incapacitated ends on the start of their turn. So that knocks me out for real.
Not
The
Have you
force
been knocked
cage
out
is
before?
missing.
Because
Oh wait, no, force cage states. It's not concentration.
No, it's also not mine.
yes.
Undying Sentinel, and then it hits you with the tail.
Still
You
alive.
are still needed.
And now I'm unconscious.
Well, I mean, it's saving you a death save just in case. So.
I'm just imagining you shouting, "You are still needed," as the tail's coming down, and just like.
He lifts his sword up to the sky, looking up, and then he just hears a thump, and his Fenville becomes a pancake.
Meanwhile, the sea hag over here returns back at the beginning of their turn.
Let's go.
Wait,
Still can't see Zelka because he's in the future.
We like.
Oh shit!
They see where Saga is right there, and no, get away from me!
Oh my god, he's a super.
They're cutting off your ability to access them from underneath.
Bro, he's playing like really bizarro Tetris where all the blocks are only cubes.
Just spin saga.
Wait, what?
Just
What is he doing?
I
If
don't
you're-
believe she should have that shield anymore because the water's not here anymore, so her speed's no longer 0.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that shield is gone. basically, if you're right here, Saga, and the Sea Hag was right here, and the ice is like right here, they just summoned another ice wall right here, so they cut you off from being able to reach them.
Oh no, Saga has to go around the new wall. If only she had 400,000 feet of movement. Wow.
Yeah, and I'm just going to make our like elemental friend here a different hint hue to indicate that they are not currently here. They're taking a beach vacation. The Sea Hag exited out over here and sees Fenville on the ground.
Hang on, let me get.
I'm checking something. Give me a moment.
What do you mean? Well, let me get something.
There we go.
Oh, your reaction.
Let me check something real quick. Had to be right there before you could see Fenville. So then... that would mean...
Oh.
One, two... Oh wait, where's this thing? Sorry, I had to check one more thing. Ah, there it is.
We're starting to regret using my reaction, Jake.
All is well in the world.
Alright, over to here. This works. Still in the air, they look over at Fenville's direction, and they can definitely see you this time, Countess. You were not hiding, correct?
Well, they can see me, yeah.
Okay. They aim their hands out at you, Fenville, with a hydraulic ray, ready to burst forward from their fingertips. This one is at 6th level. And they go for the cast.
I do not have a reaction, so I
Alright,
would counter
he only has 7 bullets, so he has to miss 5 of them.
I don't have my reaction.
All is well in the
I'm
world.
getting flashbacks to
One.
Vasily.
Hit.
Wait, does... Wait, hang on. Can Epsilon swap?
Wait, am I in range? Is he in range?
Isn't it a 60?
No,
Oh,
not definitely not in range.
Isn't he 10
No.
million miles away?
Yeah, it's. The
I
same
don't
range
remember
as
the
my-
range.
It's the same range as my aura, so 60 feet.
Well, Crab Reeve, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Wait, Aqua, before you roll the third one, I just need to start listening to Crab Ray really quickly. Hold on.
You are still needed, you hear. A tail sweeps down into Fenville's gut as Hydraulic Ray 1, Hydraulic Ray 2.
Now think about how lit it'd be if you rolled only nat ones from here. Nah, I'm dead, alright?
No.
Dang, I still had 11 fucking Crown of Stars bullets left. What a waste.
Fenville, do you have any last words before this connects?
Ow, would you stop? Oh, whoa, that's not good.
He stayed true to his personality the whole time.
They did, as Fenville is deceased.
This is not a crab brave moment. Did you? I
We have to give it a moment of
Crab
silence.
Rave is a banger.
The Sea Hag turns its attention with its remaining bullets over toward Harry. They do have a lot of AC, and they know that, actually. In which case, they can't aim for Saga.
Wait, they do know that? They know I have that AC?
They have all figured it out. They've been fighting Harry for a while at this point.
They've never actually
Really?
attacked
The dragon
him or
was
anything,
attacked. I thought the
He
dragon
didn't
was.
actually, no, he used all the attacks on grapples and then just shoved him into the wall.
True. Never mind. The Sea Hag doesn't know that then. They're absolutely going to direct the rest of their hydraulic rays at Harry.
Okay.
That's what we can.
I believe this can cause the shields to
Yes.
partially expire.
Yes,
Yeah,
they can.
every roll that would normally hit him, if not for the shields, will.
Yep.
knock
Okay,
him
so that hits. Go again.
All right. That misses.
That one hits. That one hits, and Harry will cast the shield spell, like the actual shield spell.
And this will
So that
not
brings-
do anything.
Right, so, yeah, so, shield spell, boom. Another more?
I believe that is it. That is all they had. They only had 7 hydraulic rays, as their spell
Okay.
slots are also beginning to run low. Even as a one-trick pony, they're running out.
Damn,
Alright.
that's so sad. If I had saved my reaction, I could have subtle counterspelled it. Ugh.
Alright. Epsilon, Saga, Azel. Azel, as soon as you return back from
Make 4 cosmos.
where you were,
Ah!
You notice your good friend Fenvil is dead.
so I was just placing a force cage there. They're still inside this force cage, but as soon as you return back, make a Constitution save against the
He's
insect
not
plague.
back yet, though. He's not back yet, though.
Yes, yes, it's his
The
turn.
hag's not. No, the hag's not back yet.
Oh, the hag's
Oh,
not
you are
back.
correct. The hag is not back yet. Ignore me.
This con save is at advantage, Hazel, because it's a spell.
Alright, so this first one's for the insect plague.
Wait, is Zuck already dead?
Am I?
What's your death saves at?
I
I
spent
don't think
all
I had
my,
any.
I spent all my time stops to save
how do
Zelda.
death
You
saves
fuckers
work
let him
against-
die. I'm
How
so
do death
mad.
saves work against Zelka when he's like stabilized at the end of like every turn?
You start getting death fails, and if you get 3, you die. Even if you're stable.
Yeah. They'll still stabilize every single turn, but like, that doesn't remove the
You
death
won't have
fails.
to roll yourself, but you can still get them.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, I had to go back and check.
Yeah, in that case, Azel, you will be bitten all over by these insects and take 1 death fail. Additionally, make 3 constitution saves back to back as your flesh is beginning to turn to stone.
At
Zelda,
advantage
you
or
want-
no?
Are
Zelda,
not
you
at
want-
advantage because it's
You
not a
want
spell.
to fail. You want to fail all of these because if you're petrified, you have a better chance of surviving. Probably. No, he succeeded.
Doesn't that not matter though? You failed the first one. Right?
You, Azel, are beginning to turn to stone and are restrained. You have 1 already getting you toward your petrification as well.
Happens.
Alright, Saga and Epsilon, it's still both of you.
I already calculated. I'm gonna move straight this way using my movement speed, charger, and my bonus action to use brief teleportation. Just get right back to this stupid slot.
Does that avoid the range of risking blindness from the prismatic wall?
I mean, he's still redirecting everything that goes at him. Like
I mean,
maybe
I can
this
make it do that because
or
instead
this.
of moving 70, instead of moving like a straight 70 this way, I can just move 50, teleport, and then move the rest of the movement afterwards.
getting within 20 feet of the wall makes you have to do a con save against blindness.
Still, same thing. I can still I can avoid it by just breaking up my movement differently.
Okay, I was just making sure. 20 feet, you can avoid the
Yeah,
40.
I can just use like my charger to go here, teleport to here, and then use the rest of my movement to go here.
Okay, perfect, that works.
I do believe it counts as entering the insect plague.
Yes. That is a good point.
Not that I think, you have a lot of HP still, even after. Imagine losing 500 HP and still having 200 remaining.
You didn't regen.
Yeah, there we go.
Wait, do you need enter the? Can't you like go down here, teleport here, kind of thing, or no?
So I had if I go.
Wait, no, I died before I got to cast Ceremony. Oh my god.
Wait, why didn't we cast Ceremony before this fight? This was the perfect time to do it.
That's true. Though it's
True.
fucked up.
If I
Unk's
do that,
walking
I
stick
can
has
teleport
negative synergy
here,
with
and
Ceremony
then-
because the AC bonus doesn't.
Yeah, I could go this way to avoid it.
Yeah, I
avoid
feel like
the
that's better.
insect plague. Yeah, so I will do that and I'll be here instead. Okay. So I used my bonus action already, but that's fine because I'm just going to. Oh, for fuck's sake, roll 20 replaced my fucking 2d6 with a flat 3 damage again.
Oh, when you get a chance, could you slide me a character sheet?
Yes, I will provide you one.
Okay, I am going
Thanks,
to
homie.
replace my normal 3 attacks? 4 attacks here with Reality Tears. And they're Apotheosis Tears because haha. So, let me turn on that. And that.
Are they going to be ranged ones so they hit all of these too?
Should I? Or should I just try and wipe out the death slot?
Nick, I'm gonna
He's
say
the
it's
full
nice.
health. There's no way you're one-rounding him.
Okay, that's fair. That's a good point.
He-
Okay,
he's-
They have
yeah.
actually, yeah, they've regenerated almost all the damage they've taken because they haven't gotten hit very much.
Okay, yeah, I can at least start with AoE
She-
to see if I can kill the dragon.
Sheet provided, by the way.
Thank you. Yo, what a sick auto-generated name. Hello,
it?
friends. Yo,
Let me
I'll
turn
type
off.
it.
I do not have sorry, I have Charger for the first attack. That's
I am the one.
I don't know what.
Cause I love you what?
I'm the one. I'm the
it. So I
one.
will do a ranged Apotheosis Terror. Okay,
No, you won't.
I will not. Alright, well, Charger is now off.
Oh,
Actually, you know what? I can use my one fragment of possibility from the Luxon Beacon to reroll.
True.
Let's try that again.
It's gonna be a 9.
Don't say that.
Close out of that page.
Okay.
Force.
force.
I think he likes.
You get
force.
Charger for this,
Yeah.
or did you have to use it all to get here?
I get it for the first attack and the first attack only.
Okay, so this is just a 21, in which case...
Look at that
No.
68.
He
re-rolled it,
he
but
re-rolled
still the
it. Yeah,
same
he re-rolled
first
it.
attack.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
I
yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Then this is the first attack, in which case... Yes, that will go ahead and connect out, dealing damage to all 3 of them in range. As you see, the Slaughter wince in response to the force damage.
Okay, and then number 2. That misses, I think, all of them, right? They all 24 AC?
Correct.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh, for okay.
Fuck! Let's go.
My damage wasn't even very good. That's really unfortunate.
Their stone skin is no help against this.
That's something, I guess. It is unfortunate. Alright, well, that's everything I can do.
Saga, you're up. Azel would be up, except they're down.
The dragon is still up.
Barely.
Well, maybe if I didn't only lose 2 fucking hit twice.
Oh yes, I'll remove the shield from Saga. They don't have that shield anymore.
The hag, she's got.
The amount of vehicles that I have approximately 5 seconds to learn from.
Azalka,
Mag's over
I
here.
used 110% of my shit
Is she
to
at the
keep you
material
alive.
world?
Yeah.
Yes, they're back in the material world.
Okay, I'm just gonna like circle around and kick her butt.
Wow.
Understandable.
I tried to warn you guys, this lady's the most dangerous one here, because she only shoots the squishy people.
Why am I listening to ghost sounds right now?
The voices.
The voices.
Sometimes I still feel like I can still see him here.
You know what? At least this time I
Alright,
get to
I
watch
ju-
you guys competently do a combat
Guys.
instead of having to watch as you try to solve a puzzle that I figure out right after I die.
As the first punch goes out, you hear them go, "Eep, no!" They return back as the portal to the elemental plane of water appears once
even
again.
if they're stunned.
The attack just straight misses because of that. You could even say that they were rather alert about it.
I have a plan. Let's leave.
Okay, where's the slug? Okay, I'll go fucking kick him.
Nah, we leave and then we just get rolling to do
No,
the
we
call.
don't fucking leave. We kill them here now.
Well, you can do that.
Oh.
I don't think we're gonna be living long enough to do so.
That first one will redirect over at the Night Hag over here.
The one that
as
misses?
the Night Hag.
The one that
The one that connected onto, or seemingly connected onto the slot, instead goes to the Night Hag.
Okay. Stun. See if she gets stunned.
Okay, let's see what they roll on it. The Night Hag is actually taking quite significant damage right now. Let me roll her Constitution save.
That's a stun.
It's a stun.
So your attacks are at advantage if you keep going on her.
Who else is around here? Just her? And
The slot and the
The
dragon.
dragon. Yeah, slot and
Oh,
dragon.
the dragon.
You could go for the dragon as well and just try and execute the dragon.
How low is he?
Very.
Okay, well, I'm gonna attack the slot with the second one anyways. He'll probably redirect me to the dragon. The 16 and 17 damage, that's for
That
this guy.
will redirect over to the dragon, actually, yes. As you
Okay.
punch the dragon right into its meaty hide, it has been slain.
Okay, and I'll go return and kick him again with another. I don't strike. That's my last one. 17, 14 on the slot. Try to stun him.
Okay, you would. You redirect over to the Night Hag.
Again?
Yep.
Okay, in that case it's an advantage. So let me roll to see if I can crit. I don't. Okay.
Oh yeah, it would bring you closer to the hag. There we go.
I mean, her reach is 15 feet.
That's true.
Yes.
I always forget.
I'm also gonna dodge as a free action and
Wait, this is fucked up.
end my turn.
What?
Alright, is that it? Then the Annis Hag is back in action. There you are! Oh, where'd you go?
Are they being
Hmm?
affected by that insect plague, or?
They're inside of a force cage.
Okay.
When did this get here? Oh, I see. As they receive some telepathic information. Okay, give me a moment. What will they do? They actually can't.
Left,
use
they're
this.
just out of spell slots and they just can't leave.
I guess there's only one way to get out. They attempt to Misty Step out. What's the save they have to make? Is it Charisma?
Charisma, I believe.
Yeah, this one's charisma. Don't worry.
Yeah, they're fine.
Try. Oh, the other side?
Yes, the Annis Hag is out. Hello there.
Why is it talking to the unconscious guy?
It attempts to go for a crushing hug onto Azelle.
Oh no.
21.
He sucks!
Well,
But it doesn't matter because Zucca's 19 AC.
you are in range to swap this time.
I don't think he wants to. Oh, he's muted.
What?
I mean, Epsilon is in range to swap places.
I'm gonna haunt the shit out of you guys if you let Aselka die after all I went through to protect him this combat.
Maybe you should try harder. Sweet.
True.
Well, it's 39 still Harry's AC, by the way?
Until his turn, yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure if the flying shields had decreased, because some of them got
Yeah,
broken.
but yeah, some of them got broken, but shield gave +5, so that's why it's so high still.
Okay.
When shield
Uh,
goes away, it will be 34.
Does Upsilon's teleport work on a creature that's unwilling? Let me see.
They have to make a charisma save if they're unwilling.
I guess technically if they're unwilling and they choose to fail the charisma save, that counts as... That would technically count, yes. It's up to Upsilon ultimately, I guess. Except,
Yeah.
you know, with the whole muted thing.
I mean, they're probably not here.
Probably just skip the Annis Hag's turn and come back to him.
This
We'll come back
does
to him
seem...
After we kill him.
It does seem fairly significant.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, hold on. The insect plague's gone because the night hag got stunned.
Oh.
Oh, and Epsilon, we had to do the reality break roll, huh? Hey. That is wormhole. Oh. You know, that might have been important. That actually is very important. We may need to, the dragon might not be dead.
Oh, fuck off. I'm sorry. That was me. Let me have one victory today.
Does somebody have a way of contact? Because this is quite important in both regards. Both with the time reality break and with this.
Yeah, I do not.
Let me double check. Here's the because the reason why I'm saying it might be important is because here's what the
Yeah, use the wormhole and that teleports you.
I mean, I think
they wouldn't be knocked prone, but they would be 30 feet further away.
Well, let's just measure, shall we? He was up here, 130 feet. How much move speed does he have?
His move speed is actually increased because of the chalice.
Yeah, but they said they didn't even have enough to get extra chargers, which means that they used up pretty much everything they had to get over to here. They wouldn't be knocked prone, because that's a rider effect on the force damage, though.
It should be a base of 40, 60 on the teleport, and then 30 from charger. I think.
That sounds correct to me.
So they basically had 130 foot.
Oh, whoops.
I mean, if they wouldn't be able to reach the slot, they probably still could reach the dragon, who is closer.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
true. There might just be
Also,
the other two that
keep in
didn't take that much damage.
Well, keep in mind, he used ranged ones, and he was next to the slot.
That is
So,
true.
like, if he's 30 feet back,
His ones are 30 foot in range, I think.
yeah, so it would be this guy pretty much that would be getting saved at all, because he would probably have enough movement to get like 5 feet closer.
Yeah, probably. Let's. I pinged them 3 times. Let's see if that does anything to expedite the return. I bet they were like,
Oh,
Oh.
Since there's a lull at this point, Akko, what the fuck am I meant to do? I go to the stat generator thing and the website expired. It's like,
Oh yeah.
Unexpire it. Bring it back.
We have Crystal made one for us.
oh, Pog.
That does basically the same thing. Let me download it and then let me send it over to this channel. Hey, I'm trying to drag it in, but then another screen keeps appearing over it. It's pretty rude.
I have no idea what class I'm gonna play.
Okay, there. So this is an Excel sheet that does that same randomizer from before. I believe the ASID point buy to use was 22.
Yeah, it was.
Then that would be a correct one to use. I'm considering what to do since it's uncertain how long they will be gone for. The HP for the slot and the night hack can be resolved later, but this part, the teleportation, is less certain.
I mean, given that's the only reaction to Azalka probably dying here on the spot, I mean, it's... I would assume he'd be okay doing it, but yeah, it's really hard to say.
Hello, I'm back.
There they are.
Take
A
this
man of
hat.
the hour. two things. First, when we did the reality break roll, which we forgot, it actually shunted you 30 feet to the left. Would that have affected which target you could have hit?
Yes. Actually, if they were all ranged, it wouldn't matter, because they're all in range.
Okay, so even if you're 30 feet to the left, like right here,
Should be. Let me double check. Oh, actually, I can only hit the dragon. Well,
Okay.
and a sag, but they weren't there at the time.
Wait, did you have any movement at all left?
I had 5 feet of movement left.
Oh, so you would be able to hit the... Yeah, you would be able to hit both of them then.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I could have hit that. So it's just the Night Hag who I wouldn't have hit.
okay, so the Night Hag will recover some HP then. The Night Hag
Other
will
problem.
recover.
Attacks.
That's quite a bit of HP that Night Hag got back.
Other problem is Zalka's dying. You're the only one who
down.
can save him.
The Night Hag has escaped out of her force cage and is currently attempting a crushing hug on Azel's unconscious body.
Oh, yeah, I'll swap with Azel.
Alright, that's what we had to confirm.
Yeah.
You are, however, a bit closer now than you were a second ago, which may impact things. So you have to be shunted like right here.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a giant square cage next to you now.
Oh, okay.
Hey, get back here.
No.
Well, there we go.
Did they walk through the box?
No, they just floated over it, as
alright.
one that is able to do inside of Limbo.
Okay.
They also hadn't moved this turn because they only Misty stepped to that location. Seems that 30 feet might have been more relevant than it seemed. The Annis Hag once again goes for a crushing hug onto Azel. 27. That is 2 death fails.
Yeah, I can't.
And
Well,
Oh, he's got more?
Azel, do you have any final words as this final crushing hug
Fuck.
removes the life from your body?
I have none.
Wait. Okay. Does Azalka have anything class related that you have hidden in your ass this entire time?
No.
Because we
He's
all
not
know you don't use your
conscious
class
now.
features. Okay.
He's not conscious.
I have
so-
nothing.
And with that, Azel has expired.
Hey, Zell, I got you, homie.
Yeah.
Me,
Yeah. Take...
a la Buat, says Crab.
All of the what?
You know what? I'm half expecting Jake to keep his character's name as Alabiwat. I'm
I'm
like,
probably
literally.
gonna, to be honest.
I could
I
see
knew
it too,
it.
honestly.
Yeah, honestly, it's you know what worries me is that every time we lose a party member, it becomes more likely that more people are gonna die.
No.
Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot they all had.
In my case,
This hasn't been like super relevant. I just forgot they all had
to be fair, in my case, I've
too.
basically been living half the campaign relying on him to survive.
Wait, they all had death words on them?
Yeah, I forgot they had them too.
So the dragon's
Half
alive.
spellcasters.
What?
No, it doesn't really matter. It had more than enough damage to kill it, like over.
Okay.
Like Saga did more than enough damage to finish it off twice over.
Oh, actually, even if Saga didn't, at the end of my turn, I would have killed it with my aura.
Yeah, it would have died anyway. That's why I'm not. It's whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't think it would have impacted these fellas either, because they also have been overkilled this whole time.
Yeah.
All right. Kian, you're up.
Yep.
Oh yeah, spoiler. They have death words. Because I forgot.
So what you're saying is power word kill is now powerless.
Well, no,
can
it's
you
not
rem-
powerless. It's in the name. You just don't have power.
You can dispel death words.
Yeah, that'll definitely work against these guys for sure. What are we thinking here?
Hags need to die.
Yeah.
Wait,
I can
Aqua.
I can probably deal with the Amistag.
Aqua, is it possible to tell when someone has a death word active on them?
No, not generally. That's why I haven't brought it up until now. It's just kind of an invisible thing that's on them.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Do we know if it's like reappearing when they get revived by the realm? Because this guy's died already, right?
That's true. The Annis Hag would certainly not have it, as it's not been recast on them. You've seen every spell they've cast, and they've never recast a death word on themselves.
Okay, cool. And has this guy taken any damage, the NSAG?
Not since they came back. I
Yes, the Annis Hag did take some damage. They regenerated a little bit of it passively. They're like a little bit above half HP at this point.
Do you guys remember what the NSAG's HP was?
No.
When it resurrected, it had about 300. I'm pretty sure.
Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. I only remember that Aqua said about 300, and Wiz and I are both like, oh man, it's only got 150 health on a revive. We can one round it.
Wasn't that about the Udok, not the Hag?
I think it was.
I don't remember who it was.
Yeah.
Oh, also, if the dragon is dead, it loses its dice, not getting it back. Just in case it comes back, it will not have dice.
Correct. Good call.
I don't think I can do anything to this Hag, right?
They're currently the elemental plane of water. It does look like that portal can be traversed through, like Malphite went through earlier.
Yeah, I'm good. A hard pass.
Go in there,
I'm
see what
gonna
happens.
I can probably deal with the NSAG.
I just wanted to kill it right now because I don't want us to have to deal
Well,
with the
you
save
won't. You
penalties.
can't one round it, right?
It might reflect damage because it's in the sludge.
Wait, how did that work?
I
don't
think
remember.
that's how it worked. Is that it
I
can
I thought that
reflect
was, I thought that
damage
was
when
this
it's in
thing. I thought that was this
sludge.
thing.
No, as long as the sludge is within it, it seems like it's able to reflect damage. But I can...
Like this thing was just constantly doing like AoE acid necrotic damage, and it also did acid damage on hit.
I'm gonna use telekinetic to try and shove this thing out of the sludge.
All right, the Annis Hag right here. You go ahead and try to shove it out. What save is it? Strength?
Strength.
Strength save.
It is actually not very good at these.
Okay,
That's
it
weird.
fails and will be shunted. Let's say over here.
Damn, you have to.
Whoa!
You have shunt. You can shunt it.
You got shunted?
Hey, what's the big idea?
And now,
You did lose your sneak attack though.
That's cute. Harry, move here. So yeah, I will try and sneak attack. Where is it? Boom.
That's cute. I'll redirect it with my pox. Wait. They don't have it. The booming blade connects on fiercely onto the Annis Hag.
Alright. Boom.
As it will take 118 damage, halved by all other various resistances except for the fire part. I
Yeah,
think.
the fire will not. The fire will get reduced because of it is steam.
Got you. So it's like. Yeah, I'll just say it's like 60 damage. There we go.
Okay.
Probably put
And
you to
then-
65 actually.
Yeah, I rolled pretty well on the fire damage, thankfully. And
The
then
Annis Hag is about half dead now.
Harry needs to use a wand anyway, so yeah, we'll do that and then try and power word kill him.
Alright, onto the slot with that.
No, onto the Anasag.
Okay, the Annis Hag takes another 44 force damage, which is resisted to 22. I'm still pretty healthy. I can beat you. Avada Kedavra. Upon hearing the monkey utter the words of terrible power, the Annis Hag tries a desperate counterspell. Wait, no!
It is a 13th level counter spell, so 23.
You mean death word or death power word kill?
Yes or no? Like it has to be a 23
Oh,
on the counter spell.
Alright, it will go for the flat charisma roll.
Wait, Aqua. Before you roll, do I have to announce that I'm counterspelling before or after the roll? So I
Before.
actually don't know.
Before.
Oh.
So you have to decide whether or not you want to give
Bro,
them
just-
the chance to.
Just give them the chance. Worst case scenario, you use the dice on it. They
These
die
two
immediately,
have
you get 'em
used
back.
up their reactions, I believe.
I mean, I'll just subtlecast. I don't care.
Those two did use their reactions. They're still on the turn where to counterspell.
Wait, Harry got
Oh.
spellcast?
No, Kiana's
Oh,
counterspell.
you mean- I was gonna say
Mark.
because even if they pass, I'm gonna want to AOE anyways to hit the night hack.
Well,
and I
okay.
can hit all three of
The
them.
main reason I wanted to die right now is because if it dies right now, we don't get 2d6 on all our saves.
Mark.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Don't worry
What?
about counterspelling it though.
Why?
You can die for a die, can you not? It's an ability check.
That's
That's probably.
I don't
better.
believe die for a die works on ability checks, right? But I think we.
yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Oh wait.
It's ability check, saving throws, and attacks. It's all three.
Yeah. Okay. I was misremembering.
sure.
I thought that was for something else.
Rip it.
And then
What's-
so if it saves, you just use all the dice. It dies immediately.
And I get
they
it back.
come.
Yeah.
Whew.
There you go.
What a roll! No, keep that away from me. The Anna's Hag. The power of the killing curse wipes their life from their form immediately.
See? It's Pog.
We're winning. We did it.
Good job, everybody. Woo!
Yeah.
Harry makes some victory chimp squeals.
All right, and then
Abby, there's no competition for best caster in the party.
have do you guys remember if you guys have been using deck saves?
I don't remember.
I don't.
Not off the top of my head, I don't think they have.
I
okay,
don't
good.
believe so.
Yeah, because I've not been doing dexterity saves. I'm not gonna bother dodging. Let me see how much. I should have them.
Like, he's mostly been doing battlefield control, and they've mostly been doing con saves.
Okay, well, I should have the movement to like hang off the side of the ship here and hide.
The classic hide off the ship side.
Yeah, I mean, I can fly, and you know and then where do you guys want Harry to be? Because I don't know if he should stay near you guys, but
I don't even know what Harry would do for us by sitting near us. So
I mean, he can enjoy the circle of power if he wants, or he can just
that's
get
a good
distant.
point. I like the way you think. Yeah.
Shove him like over. Yeah, I was gonna say over the corner or something.
No, it's like down here. Actually, probably away from the dragon, just in case that dragon decides to wake up.
I guess.
Okay, and I believe that is everything for me.
How much AC did Harry lose from the flying shields? It's also just
Oh,
13
speaking
AC.
of which, yeah, I need it. He cast a shield, but that's why it's so high.
Oh, okay.
So it's gone now. Oh, and I never actually subtracted the spell slot. My bad. Give me a second.
Right. Is that updated on token 2?
Yeah, 34.
Okay. Alright, then. The death
'Cause
slot and the night hag's
he
turns.
would have gotten hit twice, and then the last one's the shield spell blocked them.
Oh, oops, I accidentally... Where did it go? There we go. Let me move off the order. Alright, it is now the death slot and the night hag's turns. At the beginning of the death slot's turn, the air around you begins to sharpen and turn into blades. You can feel it encroaching on your position, but even moving just a little bit seems to slice away at you just a touch.
Oh, this isn't familiar at all.
Additionally, you take a look down over at your weapons. As the air turns to blades, you look down at your weapons as they are wispy little clouds that look completely ineffectual at dealing any damage.
Okay.
One effect you flunks doesn't actually use weapons when he's in
I
that
don't
form,
have.
right?
Yeah, I don't have to. Well, I can use weapons. If I run out of force die, I need to use my weapons. But currently, I do not have to use my weapons.
Hazaran is currently just a wispy cloud of...
What about fire
Wisp.
shield? Because it's also my shield.
The shield is fine. It looks like a shield.
Okay.
Okay.
Epsilon doesn't
Right.
punch and then smacks through the shield. Okay.
The death slot looks over at what's going on here.
Was that the
it's still
random chaos
concentrated.
effect from the area?
Yes.
Okay.
You hurt quite a bit. And they will go ahead. The death slot will go ahead and move over here, and in motioning its finger at you, Epsilon, will attempt to hold monster at you.
Okay. What save is that?
Wisdom.
It is wisdom.
You do have advantage.
Yay.
Also, doesn't Saga get an opportunity attacker?
Nice. Alright, I'll spend 100 HP to ignore it.
Yeah, I
I'm,
do.
I'm beginning to see how you function.
Wait,
He's gonna
Aqua,
throw like 3 more saving throws at me.
Aqua, would Saga have got a opportunity attack there?
They can attempt it, yes.
You know, that I'll succeed at working.
Alright, you punch, and you notice that your fist moves through them as if they are a misty form.
Oh.
The ring glows as the punch goes through them.
Oh, by the way, on your last turn, did Saga regain health from the
I did, I just never
soul catching?
calculated it.
Oh, although it probably doesn't matter,
Yeah,
Aqua.
let me calculate it.
5 damage. Hey man, I
Doom.
don't want to forget about it again. We forgot it for so long.
Yeah, 5 more force damage. The Death Slot then goes ahead and gives a pox out to... Actually, it has nobody to give a pox out to. Huh.
Night Hag.
The Night Hag already has one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's not much they can do.
Yeah, they just, like lightning moving around the battlefield with rapid speed.
Fucking rat.
The Night Hag still has some moves of its own available.
It does?
The Night Hag,
Although I suppose it just got ringed off.
you just got ringed off.
Oh, unlucky.
It doesn't move very fast, but it does go into the ethereal realm. And when it does... considering its options here... it is kind of... Oh, they haven't used this spell yet, have they? Well, their Intake Plague's gone. They go ahead and aim... Oh wait, hold on, does this do what I think it does? They will go ahead and also aim a hold monster at you, Epsilon.
Again?
Yep.
Alright.
They've seen through your tricks.
I will spend 100 HP.
Are you regretting the,
At this point, maybe, but if you had asked me like any turn previous, I would have said no.
Alright, that's all they managed to really do on their turn. They didn't have too many moves remaining. Jordan, you're the sole person on this chunk.
Thanks for the reminder. Can I cast spells through this?
No. Unless you floated, like, 20 feet above it.
well, you can't cast, like, ranged attacks, but you can cast spells through it, just not magic attack,
No,
attack rolls, right?
We looked. There was one of the walls that did prevent spells.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was reminded of this, actually.
How far would I have to move up?
I mean, given how far away from the wall is, not very high, because, like, he's 60 feet away from the wall. So just above the wall, you should be able to see him.
Yeah, it's only 30 feet high. So as long as you go 30 feet up.
Yep, let's do it. Just 30 feet into the air. I'm assuming this hurts.
Yes, going 30 feet up. I guess you would want to see the damage first before committing to it, huh?
I guess I can see what it's like for 5 feet first, I guess.
Yes, as you move 5 feet, you take 20 slashing damage.
Oh my god.
And you feel that the blades on the air all around are beginning to encroach on your position, or getting closer and closer. You might even say that it looks like within 6 seconds they will completely reach you.
Wait, what's getting closer and closer?
The blades all around inside of the air. They're coalescing and getting closer.
Is that just around him or around everyone?
Everyone. This seems unrelated to the movement part.
Weird.
Will you continue moving?
I'm thinking 20 is not enough to make me drop concentration, but more than that might be.
It would happen each time sequentially, so it would be like 20, 20, 20,
Okay.
20.
Oh, wait, stupid.
I don't think it's worth taking 100 more damage to try to double cantrip him. I mean, I've got nothing better to do this turn. I think I'm just going to cast Cure Wounds at 5th level on myself.
Alright. I'm just placing it there for posterity. Air to blades. The dragon is off of the initiative order for now. I will place its... in case it's relevant again. The Sea Hag is returned back. Boop.
Everybody look out!
Oh. You killed my sister.
No.
Oh.
It wasn't me.
Point at the monkey.
Actually, if you did point at the monkey, and I'm looking at the monkey and having received having information about the monkey, you hear the Death Slot even yelling at them, "No, you fool! Aim at the one with the sword!" They go and aim their hydraulic ray over at Harry.
My headset cut
so
out.
wait, the hag just ignored the death slot and went for Harry.
Aqua, if I'm just below the lip of this, could I see them?
Right there?
Yeah, because like the wall is here and the wall is on the deck. If they're like, if they're standing on the edge right here, would I be able to see them?
I'm not seeing the angle. I think even if you can, the prismatic wall, which doesn't allow spells to go through it, may be impeding you.
Okay.
Yeah, I think in this case, it's like, there's such a very little wiggle room, right? If we're, like, here's the deck of the ship. Here's where you are. Here's the little flap that's right there. Here's the wall, and here's them, right? There's, like, at best, this very, very tiny gap.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's why I was asking. Because
Yeah, okay.
I didn't have like much movement left, so Keon right now is just past the lip, like out of sight of the people that were down here.
Then yeah, I think the prismatic wall would be interfering this time because spells can't be cast through it.
Okay.
Well, it's actually doing something.
Yeah.
Although they are 30, they are like they are high enough in the air that they. Well, no, they can shoot Harry because Harry's above the wall, right? All right.
No, Harry had to move down to make
Had
sure
to
he
move
was.
down to help with.
Yeah, to make sure I was. Yeah, and also to make sure I stayed within 30 feet of Joran. So Harry is next to the wall right now. Or sorry, no, he's on the deck of the ship right now. Because I wanted to make sure Harry was within a range of Joran.
Let me check one thing about the prismatic wall too. I have to check if spells can be cast like if the creatures of choice ignore it. I know that it can just move through it like nothing, right?
They also ignore the blind thing.
It just says can pass through and remain near the wall without harm. That's all it says for the
Okay, so they'd still they would without harm. That doesn't mean they can't. Okay, so they would have to float about 30 feet above. Yes, you can see them then because they have to float above the prismatic wall to get the shot at Harry.
Okay. Then yeah. I can say goodbye spell. What they're casting hydraulic ray, right?
Yeah, hydraulic way.
They're
Okay.
6th level.
Pony.
Goodbye spell. Away. I do need to use distant spell or whatever it's called. Meta magic though.
Okay.
You don't need to worry about counterspelling this if it's going after Harry. He'll have resistance to all the damage.
That's true.
Oh wait, sorry, I'm a ghost. Ooh.
Shut up, Jake.
My bad.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe I just let it happen then. You're right.
Is there much else you'd be able to use your reaction on?
What a spell slot.
Yeah, it's more the spell slot, yeah.
Okay.
Like, how many do you have left?
I have 2 3rd levels and 2 2nd levels and all my 1st levels, so I only have 2 counter spells left. Yeah, I'll let it happen, that's fine.
This also may influence your decision, actually. Also, I just did the roll on Limbo. You are beginning to see the dead bodies on the ground twitch.
Fuck.
Oh, that's not good. Oh wait, that means I'm about to get back up. Let's go.
Yeah, I think that if that is how it's gonna work, I think we might actually all be dead. Because I don't think we can take them all again.
Let's leave.
We can't. We did not come here by choice.
Mm,
I do believe we are fucked, gamers.
Alright, GG
Happens.
everybody. It was good to know you.
Alright,
okay,
yeah.
Alright.
Rip the hydraulic rays, Aqua.
Alright.
Harry will
Two.
cast a shield spell, so.
Alright, keep track of how many shields this may potentially break.
Yeah, I will.
Seven, that's all I have.
Okay, so. First. The crit will hit, and then the 36 will hit as a result of the going down, so. Yeah, so 2 hits. And Harry has 2 less shields. But he has resistance to all of these. Actually, wait, hang on. Let me read Patronus real quick. Okay, so Patronus just grants resistance. So, Circle of Power grants resistance or halves damage.
My Aura of Warding grants resistance to all spells.
Okay, well, fortunately then it will not stack. So, 20.
Alright, so that will deal 27 damage then.
Yep.
And 2 more shields have been broken.
Yep, I already counted for that.
Upsilon, the air around, and Upsilon and Saga, the air around you is blades. Blades all around. The bodies around you look like they were twitching.
Say it.
The death slot is cackling at you.
Say it, Jake.
What's up?
They don't say the
Say it.
line.
Descending blade.
You're about to get fucked. Nah, you guys are fine. I believe in you.
Like, it's winnable.
Okay, fuck your daggers, honestly. And also, where is he? Stop running away from me.
I don't think you're going to be able to make it to him.
I mean, she
Why?
resists physical damage, Avatar state.
Yeah, but, like, that's still... And over the wall, 10 damage per 5 feet? Like, that's going to kill her.
Okay, where's the blades? Show me the area exactly.
Everywhere.
Yeah, hold on. I can show you the area. Wait, hold on. Hold on, I got you. Let me show you where the area of the blades are. I'll mark it in, what's a good color for them?
What is it
black.
like? Is it
Black? Green? Lime green. Perfect. Let me show you. The
Okay,
blades are
We
all over
get
here.
it! We get it! You're funny! God!
That's small. That's small.
Well, maybe if you were focusing on this instead of playing your gotcha games, you would have known.
No, it's a
Rose. Rose.
You know? I like this call out.
Your weapons would turn to air, but you have no weapons. Your fists are fine.
My fist, yes.
There.
Okay, so I need you to tell me if I can go high enough and near to avoid it, or if it's an evasion check or freedom of movement. Would any of that help me move?
There is no evasion check on this. There's no restraints happening. It's just blades everywhere.
Hamster ball might help though.
A what?
A big hamster ball. Just get in one.
Yeah, if you cast a spell, the Resilient Sphere spell, that would actually help you.
So saying I could literally cloak myself with sand. Would that help?
He needs to get in the hamster ball.
No, it would not. As the blades do not see you. They're just.
They're
It's
blank.
basically like you're inside of a giant cloud of daggers.
Okay,
So what
but
you're saying is, Odaluke's Resilient Sphere would actually help here.
Yes, Resilient Sphere does look like it would actually do something, as these are physically getting closer to you.
Well, it's a damn shame I don't know
wait,
that.
are they missiles?
No, these blades are very much not missiles.
Fuck, there goes my plan. Can I grab them and throw as missiles?
No,
Why not?
because
Because they're not missiles.
they're not missiles.
I feel like your best bet right now is like prepare an attack on one of the things that are about to revive, because I don't think you can do anything else without taking massive damage.
Well, the revive is one of the chaos mechanics, and we just had a new one come in, right? So we shouldn't have to worry about that quite yet.
I mean, we just mentioned that the body's all twitched. It seems likely that they're gonna revive again a third time.
Well, then I need to go over and kill the Death Slot before that happens.
That's a good idea.
Can
That's
you
what I'm
one round
trying to
him?
do.
Nope. Well, I mean, hold up, let me check something.
Aqua, how much can it move if I blink?
What do you mean by blink?
Like, I have fate teleportation, so if I were to blink. And then.
Is that the one that has sort of blink spell?
Yeah.
The blink spell doesn't teleport you, really. It moves you to the ethereal realm, but you return within 10 feet of your original location after you return. You do think that would, keep you out of the way of these blades that are quickly, circling and onto your position.
We really have just blades all the ways down, huh?
I don't know that I can one-round him, but I could, in the interest of trying to, blow all my force dice and then bonus action end my Apotheosis Infection to do another 30d6 damage.
I mean,
30d12 damage.
Harry could also prep a power word kill on his ass. I don't think it'll work though, but
There's only one way to find out.
I don't know if we have a better plan.
Like, I don't want to be a pessimist, but I think if we do not kill him this round, Epsilon is dead.
I'm pretty sure we're all dead, actually.
Well, that's a good point. But Epsilon for sure is dead.
Yeah.
So
Would I do anything with the wall of stone?
That
I
would
don't
not
know.
move, so I don't think
I am
so.
going to start by using. Oh fuck! I'd have to go through the wall if I want to use my bonus action to do that.
What do you mean go through the wall?
Malphite
Well, if I use my bonus action to teleport, I can't use my bonus action to end Apotheosis Infection.
Oh, and you're definitely not going to be able to make it through the wall?
Yeah. Well, I can make it through the wall, or well, I might be able to make it through the wall, but
It would be a lot of
I don't-
dexterity saves.
I don't have enough movement to get to him anyway, so I kind of have to. All right, you know what? Screw it.
Wait, it's dexterity saves to move through?
With the prismatic wall, yes.
Oh.
There's like 6 dex saves to go
Is
to the
there
prismatic
any-
wall. 7 actually.
Yeah.
Is there, what is the save if I want to try to move?
DC 26.
There
like this.
is none just for moving because the daggers are just guaranteed damage.
Okay, so the daggers are guaranteed damage.
I'm
How
gonna.
much
I
per
wanna.
turn do you know?
No.
They do
20.
20 damage every 5 feet.
I wanna I
There's
wanna test
no way
something.
I can do
I wanna
this.
test something to see what happens. So I'm gonna use my bonus action to just teleport here.
Alright.
If I do this, Aqua, do I take damage from any of the blades or whatever?
No, when your teleportation finishes, it pushes them away a little bit as they return back to trying to encircle on directly onto you.
You can just do your range
So
action
they
there,
are
maybe.
they're back around. They're back surrounding me, or they're still over here having to catch up.
They're surrounding you. As in, the air all around is blades, but only the rounds around you are sentient enough and look like they're ready to pierce you at the that soon.
This is the best option I got. So I will move 15 feet and take whatever the amount of damage is.
That'd be 60 damage. Oof.
What type?
I mean,
of damage
heavy
is it?
armor master should reduce it by like 13, so it's only 7 times 3.
That's true. That's not that much.
Sure.
Only 21.
Is
21.
the damage done all at once, or is it individual?
It's per 5-foot interval.
Correct. That would reduce it by 39 total.
So I take the 21. Okay.
Damn.
Does that change anything you would have done?
No.
Okay.
Okay. That's another attack.
You are brave! But you will soon die! My friends will soon be back, and Limbo shall destroy you.
No. Stop being silly. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do my. Even though I have movement left, I am not gonna be trying to abuse. Well, I could abuse Charger. Each one does 7 damage, right? I could still use Charger. Do you think I should use Charger?
I don't know, like, your health is running kind of low. You know?
Oh,
By the way,
speaking
did you
of which-
heal, by the way?
No, I didn't. So speaking of which, I have 200 HP. I'm gonna use Charger. Anyway, I will use Charger on all of my hits, so I will take. Oh wait, that's 14 damage per attack then, aside from the
Yeah.
first one. So I'll take 14 times 3 damage. Okay,
Alright.
so
Oh, hold on. I just realized the Anishag is dead. Kyon, you're on this chunk.
Oh, hang on. I was in bed.
slowly awaiting your impending doom. Anyway, I will do melee Apotheosis Tears.
Alright. You go for the melee one, and they used their pox to redirect it over at the Sea Hag over there. Tank that hit for me.
That's okay with me.
That moves you 20 feet over to there,
Oh,
but...
for fuck's sake.
Wait, it's not a teleport?
Huh? No, it just moves you. It just redirects you and forces it over.
Oh,
So
God.
I take another 14 damage, or I take
Yes.
another 28 damage from that. Okay,
Wait, why 28?
because it's every. Or wait, it was how much? It was 20 feet.
Yeah,
right?
you're
It's
right.
per 5
Oh,
feet.
20 movement, okay.
Yeah. So,
However, you notice that the Sea Hag, upon about being hit, goes like, Eep! Wait, no! Don't...
so wait, who took the damage?
Nothing, the attack just
No,
missed.
nobody took it, but now he can't redirect it to her. Got it.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
They can't... It just misses, yeah, but there is nobody left to redirect the attack to.
Okay. I.
Do it, Nick.
Yeah, I'll move back and take another 21 damage. Oh lord, I'm gonna kill myself at this rate. I'm literally going to cause my own death.
It's better than
do
them
that a
causing
lot.
your death.
I suppose. Okay. So, next attack. There it is. Okay.
Where did that coward go? Yeah.
Then I
They
will-
cannot redirect anything. The attack connects, guaranteed.
I will take another 14 damage.
I don't think it's guaranteed. You can still miss.
This would be a great time for a crit.
Yeah, it really would.
I will take another 14 damage, going down to 139. And this will be my last Apotheosis Terror. No crit, okay, well. Still a lot of damage, I guess. Wait, I forgot to add on my Apotheosis form damage. Hold up, that's another 1, 2, 3, 4, D4 damage.
Nice.
1, 2, 1,
Nice.
2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Okay. So how many force items?
Did you really roll 1 + 2 + 1 + 2?
Yes.
So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I will.
Oh, hold on. Before you continue, we forgot to do something very important.
Uh-oh.
No. I don't like the sound of that.
6. What does that do?
Did he ever make a wisdom save again?
That would have moved you 30 feet to the right.
Wait, no, 6 doesn't. Wait, what?
When does
what
that
is
happen?
6 is wormhole.
I thought 8.
Oh, wait,
7 to
hold
8
on.
was wormhole.
7 to 8? 6 to
What's
8
it
is
called?
wormhole. Reality break?
I thought it was just 7 8 that was wormhole.
Aqua, did he ever make the wisdom
No,
save
I
at the
didn't.
end of his
Yeah.
last turn?
I did not.
Correct, you did it.
Wait,
Go ahead and make the wisdom
Wait.
save.
wait, end of his turn.
It's the end of my turn
Yes.
that I make the save, yeah.
So that would have been at the previous
Oh.
end.
Yeah, you would have made it last turn though, and you forgot to.
Okay. So last turn I would have had advantage while
Yes,
in
you would
Word
have.
of Power.
Wait, last turn, did I have my reaction? Because I might have been able to use Life or Die on you.
I don't
I'm
know.
trying to remember.
Probably not.
Yeah, I did not, because I used on the
Okay,
attack.
so then I, at that time, having 9 force die left, I would have spent 1 to use Cosmic Force. I only needed
Okay.
2. Okay, I'm good, and now I'm out of force die. So I
And-
do it.
And the reality break has ended.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Alright,
well,
they are looking very wounded though
Okay,
after that
Andrew.
barrage of hits.
What the fuck?
Well, it's Keon's turn, so theoretically Harry could fly
Hold
up
on,
and try to
how about
Avada Kedavra.
I want the same chart.
But he's
do
got
you
Death Ward, don't
have-
forget.
Oh,
do you
right.
have Mark? Do you have Dimension Door?
Yes.
Could I come over there to you, and then you Dimension Doors to him?
Yes, that would use up my action, so I would
But-
not.
I have a lot of punches.
I mean, she does have a lot more attacks than you.
Yeah, but you know what? I want to crit someday, okay? And I'm not gonna crit if I'm not
Oh my
attacking. All right?
God.
Yeah, come over here. I'll dimension door.
If you don't want to do that, I do have like an idea because the cloak is not attunement. I could go to Fenwell's body and take it, but
I don't have one.
what?
I just know
Okay,
the spell.
He knows the spell.
I have
fuck.
one.
I just have way more casts of it than a silly little cloak
Yeah,
can wear.
so-
Yeah,
maybe-
Joran
maybe
Joran
I
has
could
one, but I
take
don't
it from
I don't think
Joran,
you
but-
can I don't think you can rip it off someone's body and put it
No.
on and use it
No,
in the
you
same
can't.
action.
Joran's not dead though.
Well, still, I don't
It's
think
an
you
i-
can take it off.
It's an
I don't-
item interaction,
Yeah, but it's not my turn to use an item interaction.
but I could use the item interaction, could I not?
I don't think that you can take a magic item from someone and use it within
Rose,
the same
just
turn.
bully Mark into doing it. Make him the
I already said I would. I already said I would.
Okay, fine. Okay, then I'm gonna take. Let's see how much damage. I'll take.
40.
That's
So that's
40
8 times
damage.
20. So that should be like 160 divided by 2 because of
80 damage.
resistance. 80 damage.
okay. Fine. whatever,
Ouch.
I'll take 80 damage. Not that bad. Whatever. I'll heal it. Okay.
That is true. You do have your bullshit item. Oh yeah, I'll dimension door over.
Okay. Take us.
Sure.
Okay.
yeah,
I'm going to do the thing where I attack it 5 times in a row. With all of the damage. Oh!
Crit.
Let's go! Hold on. Where the fuck is Suddenly? Okay, there we go. Okay.
Hold on, let me check the damage.
Wait, Aqua, was he still concentrating on something?
And
I
also
can't remember.
make a.
He was
No, they
concentrating
were
on the reality
concentrating.
break, but that ended.
That
Oh,
is
okay.
right.
As that punch connects onto the death slot, you see that they're already trying to draw up the sigils to plane shift away. As that critical hit punches them straight into the jaw. No! How could this happen? Why did they run?
Does this mean that
Nobody
we
likes
are no longer in limbo and we can actually have nice things again? Yes!
Okay, but just for good measure, I will attack him 4 more times.
Yeah, true.
Hold on. This is.
Yeah, fuck him.
I mean, both of the other targets are not actually targets right now. Ethereal,
Yeah.
And
water.
Water element. But we still have to kill them.
How injured were these hags, by the way, Aqua? They were pretty injured, right?
The Sea Hag was not wounded at all. The Night Hag
Every
was a little
time
bit
they
above
were
half.
attacked, they alerted and just eat.
Honestly, hard read. As soon as it reappears, have Harry just power word kill it from full health.
I mean, if it's a Zell, not exactly bulky.
That'd be really funny if it just had less than 300 health. I would not be
Hey.
surprised at all. Should I try it?
What if-
Why not?
Yeah, Shako. Harry will prep a power word kill on this hag if it shows its face.
Alright.
Prismatic Wall.
Well, I mean, Harry can move presumably now, right?
Yeah, because now there's no longer blades everywhere.
That's true.
Yeah, so Harry will fly over here.
At least the Malphite is still on the water plane, right?
Oh,
Can't
wait,
he, like,
wait, the Prismatic
move and
Wall's not even
attack
here.
her while they're both there?
Why
Right?
would the Prismatic Wall not be there?
I don't believe they can communicate with Malphite in any meaningful way.
It's not
Okay.
concentration.
Oh,
I'm pretty
right, it's
sure
not
it sticks
concentration.
around.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn, even the casts are dead. That's fucked up.
I mean, hey, my temporal shunt stayed active long after I was dead.
So yeah, Harry will move up and prepare a power word kill on the Night Hag, should it choose to show its face.
I mean,
Not the Night Hag, the this thing.
Yeah.
Sea Hag.
I mean, it will have Death Ward,
Yeah.
remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, instead of power word kill, we'll do power word stun. I'll prep a power word stun on it.
Okay. The ring should no longer be cleansing them.
Alright, is that it for your turns?
I believe so. Let's see.
I have more turns.
I'm sandwiched between the hags on the initiative now.
You're also sandwiched between the corpses, too.
Wow.
Some things don't need to be said, Jake.
Wait, actually, Aqua, am I allowed to walk even while dead?
No, you are dead.
If only.
Alright, then.
Yeah, I'll just dodge.
Cool. On the Night Hag's turn. Let's see, I'm checking out something.
I saw movement. What was that?
I was checking the range on something.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I see. The Night Hag moves over to here. They utter and gesture at you with vile symbols from the ethereal plane for those who can see them. And then they cast... Actually, it's right here. They cast Teleport.
What? Wait, but teleport requires a willing creature.
Or an object.
A corpse is an object.
Oh, think about how funny it would have been if it just grabbed me.
So wait, they just left the sea hag here?
Yep, Jordan, you're up.
Presumably. I mean, is there anything I can do? I can regenerate, I guess.
Yeah.
You can start looting my corpse.
The only thing I can think that I could theoretically do is aim a moonbeam so that the bottom of it is where she reappears. And since she takes this, so she'll take damage as soon as she pops back.
Yeah.
That works, Aqua?
Yep.
Okay.
Moonbeam.
I have a feeling she's not going to stick around though.
Maybe not.
Right. The Sea Hag returns from outside of the portal. It's time to leave.
She starts her turn inside the moonbeam. And does
Dang,
take
this
Cons
power
it?
word's stunned.
Yeah, and then along with the moonbeam.
She has disadvantage.
When Harry tries using the power word stun, wait! They try to counterspell it. At
She has
7th level.
disadvantage.
Wait, they tried counterspelling it at 7th level, but they know that isn't. Oh, I guess have they not figured out by now that our power words, that our spells are cast higher level?
Or she doesn't have a higher level spell slot to counter with.
Well,
They
yeah,
don't have
but
any
she
higher
could just
levels.
use. She could just use.
They don't have lower ones either.
Okay, so
She'll be
I
taking
could-
17 radiant.
I could, in theory, let the power word stun go up because since he's on the material plane, I could just counterspell the teleport instead. I feel like it's more consistent, right?
Yeah, sure.
Because if I just counterspell the teleport, then they can't leave anyway.
But if you counterspell this, she's stunned, and then she doesn't get a save against it until her next turn, and you'll have your reaction back by then.
That's true. I'll counterspell it at 7th level also, because my 3rd level is 7th level. Get fucked.
Alright, here goes flat charisma, unless somebody is going to counterspell this counterspell.
Wait,
I'm gonna swap with the
Wait,
hag.
what?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I thought you were.
You're
You
saying
could,
that Keon is counterspelling.
I am counterspelling, yeah.
oh, okay, you are counterspelling it. Okay. As they
Yeah.
try to stop the power word stun, they fail, and they are stunned.
I'm gonna swap with the hag. I'm kidding.
They try to use their pox, but there is nothing to redirect to, so it fails.
Swap of the hag.
Okay, I want to hit. I want to hit. Let me hit.
Okay.
Let me hit. Let me hit. Let me hit. Let me hit.
You're not gonna crit.
Well, you know what? Fuck you, buddy.
But
Yeah, I know.
By vengeance, this is the person that killed me. And it's pretty irrelevant if he crits. Like, that's pretty likely, no.
Yeah.
He
I'm
did-
aware
he
that I
did
wasn't going to-
opposite crit.
Yeah. I've done those a few times.
I bet a la Biwat would crit.
I love you, what would. It
You
wouldn't
just
even
have to roll
right
it
up.
again to get the crit damage, right? Because it's basically all that except -7.
Huh?
Because they're paralyzed.
No, it's power is stunned. They're stunned. Right?
Powered stun just stuns, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. It's just a stun. Yeah. They go ahead and take the damage, which is, what? That's not. What? Huh? Roll 20. Thank you. That 115 damage already sent them to like half HP.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That procs their Death Ward.
Alright, go ahead. All yours, guys. It's Saga and Epsilon.
Alright.
I just want to do something
Oh.
to see if it kills. I'm just gonna use my bonus
Oh,
action to.
I have
end
to. I have to do
combat
this.
storm.
I have to do this, by the way. So that has to be done before I can even power word kill.
All right. Go for it, Epsilon.
Um,
As they're stunned here, failing to teleport away, Upsilon, you release out chaotic riftful energy. What save is it?
charisma, I think.
Wait, 30d12? I thought it was d6.
Is it d6? I don't remember.
Or what you said earlier is a d6.
Yeah, I mean I was probably wrong. Let me just double check.
No.
It is d12.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Whew.
It is.
Yeah, that nearly completely blasts. What do you see, Epsilon?
18.
I mean, hey, wait, it's my turn now, so let's just do this. I'll reduce their save by 8.
They
rolled a 17.
They are blown away, utterly killed into the air by the sheer force of this explosion as Saga releases a flurry of blows onto their corpse, reducing it down
actually-
to a pile of meat.
I'm immediately gonna try and put their body in a bag of holding as well. if
They
possible.
popped back onto the material to grab the dead hag, right?
No.
Yeah,
I had gotten
No,
a
they
turn,
didn't.
which means I
Wait,
did
no,
have
they
my
didn't.
reaction.
they didn't
No,
pop
they
back.
did. They cast it from the ethereal plane.
Okay,
Correct.
so I couldn't
Then I have-
counterspell it.
No.
So I'll stuff the
Okay.
hag's body into my bag of holding.
All right, the dot, its body is in. There's a lot of corpses around the place. The dragon's corpse was just floating freely earlier, falls down and down to the ground below.
Zelka, are you making another character or?
Well, hold on.
Are
Just in case Azelka wants to be like Jake, Harry will walk over here and cast Speak with Dead on Azelka, and then we'll ask him his feelings about wanting to be revived.
Okay. I have resurrection dust.
What
or
could
whatever it's
possibly go
called.
wrong?
Is that a
I
yes?
have
Yeah,
the
I'll
raised
do
dead
it.
spell, but not
Okay.
prepared.
Well, we can get back to port pretty easily.
I think somehow the passage of time that may or may not result in me having like 1 HP will be kind of funny.
There's not gonna be much passive time, at least at this point. We're almost.
That'll be enough. Like, and even if not, my health is low enough as is.
And with
Okay,
that,
look at
the slaughter has been slain.
Yay.
It.
I'm going to be using one of my 5th level slots on Find Greater Steed to resummon Mirage.
Woo.
And then I'm gonna be just tugging him for a while.
Let me go ahead and what are you going to do with these corpses?
What can we do with these corpses? All right, first of all, let's see this ring. Let's see the ring.
Okay. Let me go ahead and remove some of the other
I swear
map
to God, you
implements.
say it's a really cool ring, and it's really awesome. It seems so powerful.
Yeah, it's this ring here.
Like I said,
yeah,
though,
about
I-
that. So
If it is cool, I would like it on gun. I'll drop the shield for it just because I want a funny item. I have good items. I want a funny item.
I'm not sure if this funny is the word I'd use to describe the ring of absolute freedom.
Hmm?
Let's see.
Oh, they were technically doing the spending, not the slot.
Huh.
I'm reading all that, but good for you though. Sorry that happened.
The center of the black hole. Holy shit. Interesting.
I literally cannot drop any items. So.
I was hoping the item would be funnier, but it's not.
Are you still gonna use it?
It is really fucking good, but
I could unattune from the essence of Beelzebul for it.
and immediately die.
Yep.
Wait, what was the essences thing?
If I unattune from it, I take 1,000 necrotic damage instantly.
This
Well, that
damage
doesn't
can't be
really kill you?
reduced or mitigated in any way.
Yeah, I think that instantly kills me.
I don't know how instant kills work in Echo's campaign.
No, it would just put you at one death fail. So it would instantly kill you. It would just leave you with 0 HP. Basically, the only reason that's there is to prevent it from being handed around to, heal people.
Yeah.
Also because it's funny.
Yeah, you just need a healer next to you when you do it.
I guess you can decide if Essence of Beelzebul is a funny item, Kion. Because if they unattune from Essence, then you would have Ring.
Okay, it is, but having 19 to con saves is way funnier than having that.
Really, than having a free save as much as you want, as long as you have HP.
After seeing this fight, yes.
Honestly, Nick, I feel like at this point, you have used the essence of Beelzebul so much that, like...
I mean, if he had his saving throw proficiencies, he wouldn't need to use it as much in theory, but...
Yeah, but, that's the whole point of it. Anyway, I'm gonna
Yeah.
watch him.
You say that, but I have all saving throw proficiencies. And here we are, feeling...
I feel like I should take this on Kion just because it was this guy's ring that started the whole thing, and it's this guy's ring that ends the whole thing. You know. It's either
kind of a nice
it's
bookmark.
either yeah it's either Fenval has it or Kion has it, and one of these people is dead. So.
Grab rape.
Speaking of, you see
revive him, right?
you do see Fenville right there, yeah. I mean, theoretically, this whole death curse thing, maybe it's fake.
I was actually, like, as soon as I had Raise Dead prepared, I was gonna try it anyway, like, just in case.
Aqua, I don't think it's fake, I'm sorry to tell you.
I mean, I'm not expecting it to work, but I'm doing it anyway.
Wait, do you have the spell slots to try and resurrect both of them? Because that's fucked up resurrecting the one that probably can't be resurrected before the one that we know can.
I mean,
No,
I don't have the
just
spell
to have-
prepared. I have to take a long rest to change my prepared
Oh
spell.
yeah. I mean, we're going back to town anyway. I mean.
See, what I'm a little worried about is actually doing this like him turning into a demon or something. I don't know.
Oh, that deep hog. Sorry.
Yo.
That's
Yo, wait.
pretty swag, honestly.
Harry just got grappled and thrown into a prismatic wall. Maybe he should take the ring so he can't be grappled. It's like Ung's walking stick. Except,
Oh yes, you do find
different.
2 other items. They hit up other items, but it's mostly useless things. Like it's not that it's like very slot specific to the point that it's basically useless. Or just general items that like
Go sell to someone.
like like a ring of protection and the sorts, right? But there are 2 items that stand out. The first is the Ring of Agony.
Agony. Oh my god, Nick. This would be insane on Nick actually.
I would take the Amulet of the Sender for personal reasons.
Okay, that ring sounds very funny.
Yo, Zelka should have it. He's so healthy, he'll use it so much.
Oh, sorry, it should specify it takes an action to create the pool. Give me a moment.
But yeah, I will volunteer to take the Amulet of the Sender.
I have no need of that, so yeah.
Damn. Mark said if anyone else has a need of it, they can suck it up. That's fucked up.
Is
I
that what
don't
I
need
said?
it, therefore Wiz automatically gets a quote mark. Oh my god.
Yeah. Right, yes, you got me. Yep.
I can't believe he said that word for fucking word. Oh, make sure you actually get me onto the ship, by the way, because I think Unk's walking stick still makes me defy gravity as a corpse.
Well, no, because I think you on attune from items when you die, right?
Yes.
Oh, yo, we could steal Unk's walking stick. Holy shit. That item is actually hilarious, by the way. I love that
The
item.
Unk Walking Stick is my favorite of the items.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Also, I thought more about how you talk about, like...
And for what? Like, honestly.
The best part is, it's not even, like, good. Like,
Oh, I see another
objectively speaking, I shouldn't stay attuned to it. Like, the AC
What?
20.
It's really good, I think. Unk's Walking Stick's pretty solid.
Another
Oh.
two items.
It's good.
Although
I do think there's better things for me to be attuned to at this point.
That made me
the
think, like,
the
how,
Ring of
like,
Agony would be really funny for you, by the way, if you had a free attunement slot.
it was mentioned how some of the items scaled up, and I thought about it. I'm like, isn't the Ring of Muscle still in use? And it was like the literal first item that was found.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
still using
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, the scaling of the god items, I think, could use a little tweaking. Some of them are just better than the others.
Yeah, I mean, to be
That
fair,
being said, Unk's walking stick is the best one because of how funny it is. Every
It is
time you
extremely
hear
funny.
restrained, I go,
no,
I
I'm
mean,
not.
I
That being
would-
said,
I know this might seem kind of strange,
Hey.
but I am considering retiring Epsilon.
Oh my
Are you kidding
god.
me?
bro,
What?
he's gonna run off with the fucking essence of it. No, we're
No,
making
he'll
him
unattune.
unattuned from
No,
that
he'll
shit.
He'll unattune. It's not gonna kill him.
We'll make him sacrifice his life for the gods because we want it back.
It won't kill him.
Are you actually gonna retire him?
What,
We
Mark?
have,
Am I, not,
like-
am I not allowed to try and have fun?
We have like 3 sessions left, buddy.
I do
Are
not.
you
Well-
really
have
sure
free
we're gonna get through the Tomb of Annihilation in 3
We
seconds?
Yeah, I
have
think-
like 6 sessions, buddy.
Yeah. Mark, I will do what I want. All right. I don't need any input from you.
this is that. See, this is what. Do you see this? What's happening here? This is what happens when we make fun of Sago for playing some monks.
Yes.
If
The
you
only
retire him,
time I've. Sorry, what?
if you retire him and make a level 20 monk, I will also make a level 20
Yo, you guys are not allowed to play Monk. Fuck you.
Rose, you got
I
so
called
bored
him.
of play. You got so bored of Bologna that you fucking dropped her like you wanted a new toy, like you were
That's
Andy in Toy
literally
Story.
not true. The
I
reason
don't
why I
want to
dropped her
play
is
with
because
you
I had to.
anymore.
The reason why I dropped her is because imagine having this godlike monk with like such cool items and
Hold on,
shit,
I go
like
pee.
to going to Bologna and being like, oh, you mean I don't deal 60 damage per turn or per auto attack? What the fuck you want to call it? Like it just felt so
Auto attack.
It just felt
But-
like really underwhelming.
I mean, I do have an idea for a monk take.
Your monk.
Anyway, I gave you the character sheet in case you decided on it.
Okay. Thank you.
There. Yeah, that's the only 3 relevant items you found, and of course, this Copper Dragon did not have legendary action, so it is not a legendary creature.
I think I have the best idea for a monk.
It could still be
The
used. It
guy
can't...
whose gambling addiction he fueled, and now he's broken, became a monk.
Well, any of these monsters could be used to potentially make relevant items like you can consider by the dwarves. They are not legendary and cannot be used to like
Right.
make
Is the
unique
Death Slot
items.
Death Slot didn't have legendary stuff, did it either?
No, it did not.
Which is kind of interesting, if I'm being honest. But he essentially had the equivalent, the equivalent of having legendary actions. Just they weren't under his control; they were just random effects.
I guess I could show what those were now. Hold on.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Did we have any that we didn't see?
Yes, one of them. You didn't see light to darkness, darkness to light.
Oh, okay.
Here's the, I just placed the text inside of the chat, and I'm also going to copy it over. Note that this wording is not exact. It may be a little different from what actually happened, and that's because, you know, this is for my reference, not
Yeah.
anybody else's, technically.
Oh, interesting.
Radiant damage.
That
My
would have
one
been
weakness.
that would have been very unfortunate for Epsilon as well, actually. Huh.
So,
Ah.
a part of me, the main reason why I'm like, I don't know if I want to take the ring is because one of the things I took for my capstone,
1,510 bludgeoning damage.
one of the things I took for my capstone on Kion is acrobatics always succeeds. Just because I thought it'd be really funny if someone tried to grapple me, and this just nullifies that. That makes me sad.
That's true. If I'm being honest, I am probably going to retire Epsilon. But you know, we'll see.
You got the big explodey dream at the end right there. You literally like obliterated the Sea Hag with a fully charged up apotheosis form.
Just ended Swain ult right there.
Yeah. The main reason I'm considering is I've played a lot of marshals. The only caster I've played died in like 4 sessions.
Poor Freddy.
Poor Freddy.
Yeah.
You know what I want? Like, I want, but like I think it would be really funny is if you make a spellcaster and they die right away.
Yeah, that'd be
That would
unfortunate.
be.
Well,
Yeah.
the two of you with new characters could at least coordinate.
That's true.
Yeah, I like doing that. Like, Russ and I somehow always manage to.
You know, I was expecting like a
Kill the
whole
character.
list of like 100 different ones for it to pick from. Now it makes a lot more sense how it kept getting the same one over and over.
Yeah.
Aqua, just to, so that part in the ring where it says a creature tries to grab or grapple you, they instead face right through you, is that what prevented me from grabbing the ring, or is it something else?
Yes.
He was
Yeah,
immune
that
to
was it.
damage.
I had to really think about that interaction, right?
Yeah,
And
'cause
I
I'm
was
not trying to
like,
grab him, I'm trying to grab the ring, so it's like...
yeah, but the more I thought about it, I was like, I don't think there's a conceivable way to grab the ring without having to leverage against them in some fashion.
I love.
Oh, really? Okay, I kind of figured with good enough sleight of hand, it'd be like, you figure out a way. Because that was my thought process.
Fine.
Yeah, that's why I had to really think about it, and I like erred on the side of their fingers being
It
too
would have been
pudgy
really
with me.
funny if that just bumped the ring, and he's like, oh, fuck.
Not again!
Okay, well, if no one is interested in that ring, I will actually put that on Harry over the flying shields, because mainly because that makes me sad that it would nullify one of my capstone features on Kion.
Alright, Harry's AC has decreased, but now Harry has gotten...
Yeah, no more dragons shoving Harry into prismatic walls. That can't happen again.
Harry's always updating their gear and reacting to whatever most recently attempted to kill them.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good point.
he got his shit kicked in and suddenly got a flying shield, just gave him like 38 AC.
And that ring is really good.
Yeah, the ring
You
is
just unstatus herself a whole bunch just by being on the
Yeah,
same
the
battlefield
ring-
with Harry.
The ring is for sure really good. I would have it on Kion if it didn't nullify one of my capstone choices.
Epsilon's not taking the chalice, right?
No. He's not gonna take anything with him aside from the stuff that he bought himself.
Okay.
Imagine if they were like, you have to fight me for it. That, I think, covers up everything that involves a fight, as you successfully have your long rest on the ship, regaining your spell slots, regaining your health, and, in Jordan's case, getting to change their prep spells. Oh yes, you also gained one more of your epic levels, of course. Congratulations, you are now level 23?
3? Yep, 3.
When does proficiency increase again? Let me see.
I don't know.
It's 25.
I do have
25.
26 charisma now, though.
Okay, let me roll a hit
Nice.
die. Oh, okay, so I get 8. I go up to 721
Keep
HP,
min
or
rolling.
20 21?
Yeah, I've been min rolling for a long time now. Hopefully I don't again. Let's see.
Oh,
Hey,
it's not a
I
min
didn't
roll.
min roll. Yeah.
Just
I
barely.
haven't been min rolling, but I still don't even have 100 health.
You're dead.
Hey! I didn't have 100 health.
We get half of our hit dice back. I mean,
Yes.
not that this is gonna matter because we're probably going back to port.
And Harry will gain a flat 8 health.
Yeah.
Wait, does Harry get epic levels, Aqua?
Yes.
Oh my god, let's go!
So he's level 21 now?
Yeah.
We should pin the list of the stuff from epic levels. 'Cause I
Oh,
forgot.
it's not pinned?
Is it not? I didn't see it, unless I'm...
No,
blind.
we only pin memes. We pin memes in these parts, sorry.
That's true. Da-da-da-da.
Ba-da-ba-bum-bum-bum-bum.
Thank you. I'm glad someone else went there.
Da-da-da-da-da.
If only I had a good idea of what hydraulic ray looked like, because I would use that picture that I used the last time I died and just edit all the arrows to look like those instead.
The hydraulic way was basically like balls of water that streaked out incredibly quickly, so they look like pressure, like from a water pressure.
Like, have you ever seen like the lasers
pressure
made of
washer.
water? It's like
The what,
if water. Have you ever seen like one of those lasers made of water? Because like
Oh,
if
yeah.
water is like pressurized enough, it can just like cut through metal.
Oh yeah, if you didn't counterspell them while they were on the elemental, while they were in, well, essentially covered in water. To see how here's what the ability I had was. Let me.
Oh god, that's right. I forgot about that.
Oh, I completely forgot about how like people tagged by that got the water orbs around them. Were those booming blade?
They were essentially booming, but yes. If you moved, then they would explode.
Okay, so I replied to the message that has
Jesus.
the epic
God.
level stuff.
It didn't
Wow.
need a +5 to its attack roll. It already has +20.
Yeah.
They do one thing and they're really good at that one thing that they do.
Yeah.
Weird. Funny
Oh,
how that
wait.
works.
It was using the +20 versions, I think, for its fatal ones. Like, I mean,
Oh, that's
it
because-
probably would hit anyway, but
You know,
That's
technically,
yeah.
a Zell could
Inside.
unattune from the whatever the god item is called. I already forgot. The beads or the jewels of wonder and attune to Beelzebub, essence of Beelzebub.
so that
He
he
goes from the
actually has health.
squishiest to the tankiest. Oh my god,
Yeah.
that'd be really funny.
Well, we have to first see what happens next, right?
Yeah, true.
It is the next day. You have you prepared your new spells and gotten some of your diamonds that you've collected, Jordan at the ready. Who would you like to start off with?
Well, the one that we know will work, I guess. Let's do a Zell.
All right. You lay your hands down over onto Azel's chest, and with the powerly power within, you raise dead. And nothing happens.
Yeah.
No, wait, hold on. There they are. They're good. Azel coughs.
Okay.
Azel, you are back from the brink. The last thing that you saw. Oh, you didn't even see that insects biting away. You just had a nightmare of insects biting away at your body.
This spell has a cast time of 1 hour, by the way.
I'm gonna retype them out better since they changed a little bit.
I will be trying on Fenval, just in case.
All right. Let me go ahead. Oh, I can't pin that, right? I don't have pin permission to. I have no power here.
What the fuck? Do you really don't?
I do not have the power.
Weird.
All right. You go ahead and lay your hands down onto Fenvil's chest.
Okay, you have pin powers now.
All right, perfect. The holy energy courses through their body, radiating through, and you see that their corpse has many of their wounds mended back as if they never existed. And you wait.
No soul.
The body does not stir. It remains as lifeless as it was before you casted the spell.
Damn.
Alright, now I can officially say crab rave! Let's go!
Crab raving until the very end. That's how Fenvo would want to be remembered.
It's true.
Not
Rave, rave,
so
rave, no
tall
matter
right
what.
now. Oh, I do
Bro.
get to prepare another spell now.
Think on the bright side. Allah be what is gonna be sick. I don't know what
So,
they
if I
are.
remember correctly, I believe that these are our current 3 epic level options.
Correct. I believe nothing has changed since then, because I couldn't think of anything.
Also, these epic levels do count towards learning and preparing new and more spells.
Correct. Alright,
Wait, this is fucked up. The overworld map token is still my face, and I'm a dead guy.
I
Wait,
mean,
is it-
suppose
is it
that's
like-
true.
Is it X'd out?
Oh my god, can we just make it the same, but it's X'd out?
Yep.
Yeah. Please.
I like
that'd
this. I like this.
be right.
Also, I suppose this battle was a test of seeing what it's like to run a gank fight. I don't know what the I don't know what the consensus of that is. That's a rough number of monsters to run at once.
If I'm being honest, I'm kind of happy to have multiple fights, because I'm honestly getting kind of tired of fighting one single giant monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do
personally.
like having multiple smaller monsters that don't have 5,000 health. It definitely, I do like it. It's
I
just
do
very
like
scary
a
when
middle
things start going
ground
badly.
between one huge thing and lots of worthless things.
Yeah, I think that
Wow,
was-
worthless.
So rather
You
than
should just have 2 really big things.
I was gonna say, so rather than having one hyper enemy and a bunch of like a horde fight, you prefer like an elite fight where it's a bunch of
Yeah, like a
relatively
group of 3 to
strong-
5.
Yeah, a group of 3 to 5 powerful monsters, but not like insane monsters, and also not.
Yeah, not raid bosses.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
more
think
like
the
what the
main
Curse of
problem
Strahd
is
thing
that-
worked out.
I think the main problem is that as you get later into a campaign, especially in Aqua's campaigns, you run the risk of those kinds of enemies being within one-shot territory or one-round territory, and so it's like really hard to appropriately do elite enemies like that.
Are we talking like hydraulic ray? Like even with like resistance to all spells, that thing fucking hurt.
No, I'm
He
talking
meant
about
in terms
us
of
to
us
them.
one-shotting them.
Oh.
Yeah, like if
I
we
mean-
all
Also,
like
I
the
guess,
main
I
the-
guess
like-
Fenvil and Azelka also both could get one shot by that.
That is what defensive measures are for. Like it's alerts, like the fucking full covers.
Reviving.
Yeah, that's true. Well, the reviving was a random.
Yeah, that was a little bullshit.
yeah, that was just. It was unlucky to have it happen twice, like at the beginning, like right after we killed them.
That was very unlucky. That was just really, really bad luck.
Yeah, that like we had
I
really good
blame
momentum
there
and that
only
killed
being
it.
5 options.
You tried thinking of more options.
I'll make a whole list for you.
Alright.
What you
Blood
should
in
do
the
is you,
sand. It turns all the
Somebody
people's
like
blood into
to-
sand.
Blood the sand, sand to blood.
Mhm.
you should just have it like that in that maze when it had the wand of what was it?
That
The-
was just the Wand of Wonders table, I think.
yeah. Just like have it something like that where it's just a D100 with random bullshit every single time. Except
Could
you're like,
somebody pin the epic level options thing that I typed?
yeah, Aqua has the power too.
Oh.
Oh, okay,
I'm
I
in,
do
but-
that now.
You
But,
have...
Pin.
but no, like one of the effects of the Wand of Wonder was just like pelt you with 40 gems and you take 40 damage. Well, pelt you with like 100 gems and you take 100 damage.
Oh
Scale it
no.
up. Just scale it up. It's just one shot to hell or Fenfall.
It'd actually be fucked up if they did it 1 damage at a time.
Oh
To pop my
god.
death ward, then knock me out again.
Oh god, that would be god. Wow.
That'd be awesome.
How exactly does what do we call it? Oh, I would no, exactly. I'm wondering if there's any spell that could have removed corpses from fights. Even, I guess you could revive them if you had the ability to turn them into like zombies. They wouldn't be corpses anymore, therefore couldn't be revived.
You could disintegrate the corpse.
You could also disintegrate corpses. Yeah, that was the intended counterplay against that. Things like disintegrate, teleporting them away, raising them. Or some other probable. I like throwing things and just being like, I don't know how to do this. Let's find out.
I really wanted the frog slot. That's the name. I really wanted him to try to disintegrate me when I was unconscious because I was immune to force damage. That just wouldn't have worked.
Question: Did they count as undead when they were revived?
No, they did not. They were actually
Okay.
just legitimately revived as if by raised dead.
How many
that-
of them were Fae or Fiends?
Fae or fiends? I mean, all of the hags were faes. None of them were fiends.
I didn't realize that they were all Fae. I could have turned the Faithless at some point. But they would just use the fucking ring to cancel that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet, did the slot have 20 charges of the ring? Like, was that being kept track of too?
I know it's so many charges that I didn't keep super good track of it, just because like
Eh.
I'm
I feel
pretty
like
sure
you
if we
might
went
have
through,
gotten close.
you
Yeah, I
probably
feel
got
like
close.
we
If I had to make an estimate, I'd say 19 in total were used.
Are you saying that I have to watch and keep counts for when I'm doing the damage count?
You can if you want, but I don't think that
Well,
20
'cause
charges is going down
also-
anytime soon.
Well, no, I mean, it's not only charges, but also it used 5 charges twice to teleport 500 feet, didn't it?
No, just once. That lasts for a minute. The 500
Yeah.
feet thing is every turn.
It's like Far Step, where you
Oh.
keep doing it after using
God, I don't know what Fire Step is.
It's a spell.
It's a
It's
step
the-
that lets you go really far.
Thank you.
No one ever uses it just because, like, Dimension Door. And because Far Step only goes 60 feet. And it's
Oh, I see.
concentration.
Oh, yeah. What level is it?
It's a 5th level spell on the wizard list.
So what you're saying is I could get that spell. I couldn't cast it, but I could get it.
I did think that the randomness thing on the slot was a good way of making sure they couldn't just be like gypped early on before they could do anything.
Yeah.
In lieu of just giving them like a billion HP. The rest of their teammates are their HP pool.
Yeah. I figured that was the point, is so that he could not die first.
Yeah, basically. They weren't going down quickly initially, even if they were focused fire, because they would just keep randomly redirecting it.
I do find it funny that the hags weren't actually that loyal to him at all. They were like, "Oh fuck, he's dead. We're
Yeah,
out."
I think they were there to like accomplish a common goal, but that was about it.
Yeah.
You have Speak of Dead available, right? With the you can ask any
That's
questions
true.
you'd like out of the diff slot.
I
At
mean,
this
you're
point.
not actually, like, asking them, you're asking, like, the memories of their corpse, basically.
Well, no,
Yeah.
the Resurrection Stone is like an empowered Speak with Dead.
Oh, well then, why use that empowered version? Because they don't like us.
Yeah, but then I can be like, "How does it
Funny.
feel knowing you died such a little bitch?" You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm teabagging you right now.
You people really are, CN.
Should do that, actually.
You're not returning the soul to their body. It is actually just the spirit of their corpse or whatever. The memories of the corpse, as it shows there. Assuming that you do use the Resurrection Stone accordingly, what you do learn that, yes, it basically was just a common enemy thing. These hags were just... The Slod convinced the hags that you were after them next. And that if the hags didn't join up with forces, they were going to die.
Damn, this guy's charismatic as fuck. Who the hell were these hags?
Yeah, I don't even know who they are.
Do they
As far
have
as we
any
knew, they didn't
relation to the witch at, what's the place, Mambala, I think it was?
Yes, the 3 hags lived at Mambala. All 3 of them did.
Oh.
Oh, wait, so
Wait,
but he
wait,
wanted us
this
to
was
kill
the-
them.
Yeah, wait, what? Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you did say he's charismatic as fuck, Mark.
Yeah, I guess so.
He did know glibness, because he had it active on him during the fight. So that's
Yeah,
an
they also
automatic
had-
15.
at the time they also had the dragon with them. They first convinced the dragon you were who it was that killed their partner, and that in order to get revenge they should join forces.
Wait, Aqua, can you show me a picture of the Siag? Can you pull that
Yes.
up again?
Let me go ahead. I think I'm going to have to move it from this map then. Wait a moment.
We'd never even learn the dragon's name.
Well, we
I feel
did.
like the kobolds already told us what both the dragons' names were.
Yeah.
My
They're-
understanding was that the Tinder was not their name. Like apparently Tinder was a nickname for Cinderlord. At least that's what the impression I got from the first part of the fight.
I don't.
I'm trying to remember. Give me a second. I had it written down somewhere. Yeah, Tinder was just a nickname.
Wait, Aqua, can you go back to the map we were on a second ago? I need a picture.
The other one's name was Pyrion. That's what it was.
Tyrion.
Back to the map. Which
Yeah.
map? Oh, the what ship?
The one we're just on, yeah.
I have no idea what the fuck I'm gonna make.
I do wish we could have spared the dragon, but with people already dead, like even I wasn't going to. Like I was actually had thought about like before people died using my Aura of Warding to keep the dragon at 1 HP, just to try to offer them a chance to surrender or flee.
They would have accepted. You killed their partner.
I mean, we could also fucking have revived them.
Nah, fuck that guy. Keep him dead.
Revive them with which corpse? The corpse that you use to turn their looking at the implement you're wielding, that one? that stuff? The one that shield you're wielding?
I mean, Kion is, not me.
Not much better. I'm not the one holding your dead spouse's remains. Kion is.
It's my buddy over there.
Kill him, but not me.
Jake looking campaign.
What did you make?
Classic comedy.
Jordan
made-
still
I made a-
is sad
I
about
made a
this.
I
Because,
made
like,
a meme for Nick when he
Yeah.
because he messaged me and was like, "Oh, I think Upsilon's gonna die," and so I just responded with this.
Because like he is a paladin of Sune, and so he does believe in the power of love and all that, and so he hated having to oppose them. But I mean, obviously he had to, because you guys need to.
Oh no.
Yo, who's taking my hat? Hold up.
Shut up.
My headset just cut out. What I missed?
My hat is Pog.
Jake
You
just
didn't
after
miss
taking
anything,
his
but we
hat.
missed everything that you said.
Yeah.
I heard Wiz talking up to the point about being a priestess as soon made them, really empathetic to the dragon's plight.
Yeah.
They believe in the power of love, and they didn't like having to oppose the dragon. But I mean, obviously they had to keep you guys alive, or as many of you as alive as
Aqua,
possible. Sadly.
I'm gonna wake up the troll and ask who the hell he is, cause like, why was he here?
That's true. I don't know why the troll was here.
To
The
make
troll
me
was
suffer personally.
No,
the
that
the troll was
What?
the troll was just a hag minion, a constriction of all three hags working
That's
together.
true. Yeah, I forgot. Some trolls will serve like hags and stuff.
And I
Yeah,
guess
they essentially just found a troll, mind control it, super buffed it, added 3 hags worth of magic into it, and they called it a day.
Did the Udok at the Firefinger survive? I don't remember.
No, that Udok fought with you all the way at the very ceiling, and then was killed afterward. This Udok is a
Okay.
completely different one that they found on their way through the abyss.
Okay, I just wondered.
Oh wait, it is.
It's a different Udok, yeah.
Huh,
Yeah,
okay.
they found a new Udok, and then with their powers combined, made it a lot stronger. They brought it along as a pet of sorts, and then it leveled up with them.
And then
That doesn't
flat-
sound familiar.
monk.
No.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
I like the implication of that because it was mirroring the saga. That's what sucked. A pet
Oh no!
brought along. No matter what you
Oh,
say,
no.
Aqua, that's what happened now.
I mean, you remember that
No.
one time Saga tried to make that one, the frog person? We're like,
Oh, yeah,
"Hey,
not
would
sure
you
if there's
like to
any-
be our pet?"
Not sure if there's any sheets you wanted to see. while I
Aqua, why
had
is the
them all
sea
here.
hag on the scuttle crab?
True.
And I feel like for the
Oh my
most
God,
part
it's
they
her
were
mount.
straightforward.
I know you guys said something about me, but I was blowing my nose so hard that my ears popped, so I didn't hear anything.
Fascinating.
Nice.
Blew up.
Fantastic.
What did you say?
Yeah, nothing.
Aqua was talking about how the Udok was like a pet that traveled with them and leveled up, and I was like, wow, it's fucked up that it mirrored Saga. So you're saying she's just a pet we have traveling with us.
And then I mentioned the one time with the frog person.
True.
Times.
He's still here, hopefully. I'm
Yeah,
gonna go check out our
surely
workers,
they all
actually.
died, by the way, when the air turned into
Oh.
knives.
I need to buff Mirage again because I leveled up.
Oh yeah,
Huh?
Aqua.
Well,
I messaged,
yeah.
I messaged Mark during the session. I was like, yo, wait, I should remake my character from the one shot at level 20 so I can bust out from below deck and help you guys out.
No, Jake, that's the secret. Instead of your character being Alabiwat, you just point all of the kobolds.
Oh my god, I have a million men.
Like 3 kobolds standing on top of each other in a trench coat.
No, not 3 kobolds in a trench coat. You just have all of them.
If
Oh
you
my
don't do
God.
that, I'm gonna be really sad.
I'm placing the sheets in, but as a reminder, these are just mostly for my reference, so they're not exact.
Yeah, sometimes you forget to put things on there.
I gotta run. Someone's calling me. So we're done. I will take my leave.
Yeah,
I'll be
like
back
I do
later.
think that we're basically done.
Yeah.
Kind of. That's
There's,
like
like, bookkeeping
handling
to
miscellaneous task and figuring out where you might want to go next, and to like.
I'll be back in like 5 minutes, probably.
Wasn't our game plan pretty much at this point wrap this loose end up, then finally go actually do the main plot?
I think so.
There was
Yeah.
just 5.
So that now we
I
can
mean,
do the main
we
plot.
joked about doing more side questing, but I think we should probably cut Aqua some slack and actually
Oh hey, apparently the dragon was immune to psychic.
Oh
To
yeah,
be
by
fair-
the way,
It was?
Oh, they were. I forgot about that.
I was
That's-
blasting it with
at this
psychic
point-
damage into our combat.
At this point, we don't really have any loose ends left other than the main plot.
What if we
Right.
make some more loose ends so we can wrap them up?
Like what?
Wait,
I don't
this
know.
is
Enemy with
legendary
everybody
resistance.
important.
The dragon's legendary resistance is 5 a turn. Oh my god.
Holy shit! I
Oh,
can't
that was an
got through
accident.
that.
I mistakenly put that down.
I found a wonderful subclass on Unearthed Arcana for Warlock, and it's the Magnificent Patron, Earth the Manatee.
Oh god.
Oh, I saw that one.
It's so fucking sick.
You get
Basically,
the spatula.
you get the you turn your casting implement into a golden spatula.
Oh, it was actually using spell slots on that reaction escape.
But also, this would probably be something Aqua would probably not want me to do, but it has one of its 6th level feature is that you can buff an ally, and the buff is different for each class.
Oh god.
Yeah, that sounds
so there's
really
one for
obnoxious to track.
Artificer, Barbarian, Bard, Cleric, Druid, Fighter, Monk, Paladin, Ranger, Rogue, Sorcerer, Warlock, Wizard. And then it also has it also has an Eldritch Invocation that they can take that alters the way that gives them access to a class ability. So like, if they take the Cleric emblem, once per long rest they can use Channel Divinity, turn undead. Artificer emblem, they gain an infusion of their choice. Ranger emblem, they gain the Deaf Explorer feature from Ranger. Rogue emblem, they gain Cunning Action. All that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm not going to do that because it's excessive.
I think in the future campaigns, I will make sure to be a lot more judicious about handing out things that add extra reactions, bonus actions, and the like. I'll probably remove some of the ones that already exist.
I
Damage
would say one thing,
resistance
but my
is
death.
everything.
I don't mind
so
extra
happy.
options. I don't mind extra options, but
Oh,
having
it actually
infinite
had the
reactions is
exact
stupid.
same immunities I do.
Oh, sorry, I need to look at something.
I think, personally, having extra options is fine. Having infinite reactions or extra reactions and that stuff is excessive.
You
Oh yeah,
didn't
having
give it
extra
those
options is
immunities,
fine. It's
actually.
when Huh?
Yeah.
You did not give it those immunities.
no, I again, there's a lot of things I couldn't keep track of sometimes. When their immunities defer that much, sometimes I forget.
Yeah, like I do appreciate how it's the exact same like damage immunities that I do though.
Wait, who does?
The Annis Hag, necrotic, cold, fire,
Oh.
poison.
Nice.
It also didn't use the retrieve feature. That ended up not being as useful as expected, so I just kind of dropped it part of the way through the fight. It was supposed to mirror kind of a disadvantage thing, but like when it turned out that there were a lot of people who could actually deal some damage to it directly without it being able to retaliate back, it didn't decide to use retrieve at all.
I mean, I
Because it was
can't
too risky.
actually impose disadvantage. I mean, if it's supposed to mirror me, I don't impose disadvantage. You said it's supposed to mirror disadvantage.
Shield Master, whatever. Whichever one
Shield.
it is that you use to protect people. Retrieve was supposed to protect people too. And Regeneration is how it was regenerating with its spell slot so fast. So, you know,
Yeah.
Power Word Kill was like, nah. You died once, you're gonna die again.
But what their like actual HP totals like? Because I'm pretty sure these are not updated.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Let me get them all in one spot. Hold on. It's this one and I don't have the Annis Hag and the Night Hag here. Night Hag had 300 HP, and Annis Hag had 400. The others are in this picture here, which is Copper Dragon had 1,000, Udok had 600, Troll had
The trolls is underneath the Udok.
yeah, Troll had 600, and the Slot had 500.
And the Sea Hag was Zalka, right? That was the mirror?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they only had 250.
Okay.
Zelka
they
never
were
uses
just-
spells. Sea Hag only uses spells.
Yeah, the Sea Hag. That's really funny. The Sea Hag, just like a Zelka, was always within Power Word Kill range. You know what I do find really weird, by the way, is that if someone tries to counterspell and they fail, someone else can then respond by trying to counterspell afterwards. That seems
Yeah.
weird to me.
I mean, it is turn-based combat. You have to accept that kind of thing sometimes.
Well, it's like, the thing is like reactions interrupt the turn-based combat with your own interjection, and so it's like I'll counterspell it, and so then you can wait to see if it works or not, and then however long it took to counterspell, you can just try again afterwards. It's just weird.
Yeah. Technically, turns don't happen sequentially. It all happens pretty close to simultaneously where possible. But yeah, that's the funkiness you get inside of a abstracted system like D&D. I do wonder if you actually could have survived if they had been revived. You did have Power Word Kill to at least kill another one more time. One more time. One more time.
Yeah, I had one more Power Word Kill, and if they were revived, they're also all within Power Word stun range, which is important. Especially if you
Yes.
kill the Hag and they can't be revived, and there's no ring.
Oh, it's if creatures died within the last turn, it says. It had been multiple turns, so none of them should have revived, basically.
That was
Except
a
for-
prototype when I was deciding whether or not they could choose with certain effects.
Oh.
They eventually similar to how that per turn thing on the dragon, that was also a prototype on when I was deciding, like, do I want this thing to have legendary actions on top of there being 7 monsters? And then I decided no. And then I was like, what's that mean that it should have a similar amount of legendary resistance capability as other legendary creatures? And then I decided no against that also. So it just ended up just being 5 static.
I mean, 5 static is not that low.
Yeah,
Still a
it was-
pretty decent amount.
It kept it going trucking for a while before it finally
Yeah,
got whittled
especially-
down.
Especially with the pox, being able to move it.
I mean, those poxes were like potentially really potent with all the immunities around us, being able to send it to someone else who has the immunity to whatever being attacked.
Or you
with.
send it to the Annis Hag and you hit yourself. Ugh.
Yeah, there was a version of Pox that could redirect it to your own allies too, but
Oh god, that would have been torturous.
I considered it and I was like, that's
Yeah, because
not.
it's like
The problem
like-
with something like that is like there's no like
Counterplay.
creative solution. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I'm a rogue. I get 1 attack per turn. I'll use my 1 attack on the enemy, except I actually just one-shot Fenval. You know what I mean? And that was my turn. Was just killing Fenval.
Oh,
Yeah,
paralysis
there's
only
nothing I can do
lasted
about it.
until the end of its next turn for the Udok. Just like the monk's stun, I guess.
Yeah, just like the monk's son.
Which is really funny because you described it as breaking bones.
Yeah.
You
Your
break
bones are
and
fine.
after 6 seconds, oh, they're good actually.
It wasn't an important one.
No, it's like Metal Gear Solid, where you just get on the ground and just fix your bones. That's what you spend the next turn doing. You're not actually paralyzed. You're just doing. You guys know what I'm talking about from Metal Gear Solid?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, let me get it. I'm sure I can find a video.
All right. While you're doing that, are you returning back to port, or are you just? I guess. What are you doing to Fenville? Seemingly, since they're just kind
Dump
of
them overboard.
dump them overboard.
I mean, I kind of feel like at bare minimum we should like gentle repose on my spell list.
Ceremony.
Yo, see if Musharib can turn me into an idol.
they just pour your ashes onto the O-ball.
Oh, that's true. Who's gonna take the O-ball?
I mean, I feel like if anything, if you made it eyebrow, you would be the hat.
I mean,
Yeah, well,
I also have an 8-ball sitting next to me, so I could take the O-ball.
The O-ball's way too.
Oh wait, hang on. Oh, great magic 8-ball. Should I take the O-ball? Let's see what it says. It is decidedly so.
Oh,
Okay.
I mean, that's pretty evident to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I do feel like the idea.
But yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Like gentle repose Finval, and like hope we can destroy the death curse so that we can revive them.
Like we're just gonna go back every week and just general repose again, or ask the clerics in town to do it.
Possibly.
Surely you could hire a guy. I mean,
You have enough money.
my corpse is sitting on like an amount of money. Hold on. Let's go look. Yeah, 84,709
Walt
gold,
Disney and
12 silver,
cryogenic
3 copper.
storage.
Yeah, I mean, surely we could
Full
pay a guy
amount
like
of time
10
is
gold a
alright.
day to just watch your body and cast general repose once a week, right?
It's technically once every 10 days, I think.
Are you just leaving out the kobolds to take care of them?
They'll probably eat me.
That's racist.
I mean,
No,
I could
I've seen their
theoretically
pictures.
keep
I don't trust
Finval
those
in my bag of holding and do that myself.
Oh shit! Wait, who's gonna take Bardicus and take on the noble duty of tracking its day?
I mean, I have a bard character in mind.
Oh shit! You can have it.
I actually might play a bard.
It currently has 301 days left, so.
You know, I'll write that in campaign chat just in case.
You can just wait that long. It's fine. Azelle is just going to die in the meantime.
Yeah.
So will Harry, actually.
Harry and Azelle are just like dying of the death curse. It's like, hold on, we gotta wait for Bardicus to be ready again.
Can we put them in stasis?
Wait, I just realized Harry could, in theory, like dunk himself into the fire a bunch because that gives him 200 actual health. And so as long as he's doing that less than 24 hours between each other, you know?
Maybe?
He'd last a lot longer.
Question mark.
I'm so excited, guys. This new character is going to be
You
so.
don't even know what you're doing yet.
I know one thing, Nick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a character that is like really pog on their turn instead of being really pog as a reaction.
Fair enough.
Because I'm so sick of it being like, dang, it's my turn. I can't wait for it to be their turn so I can be cool again.
You did get there were a lot of dreams that were accomplished in this fight. Epsilon got their maximum damage apotheosis, the devil time stop.
No, there's one dream that wasn't realized. I didn't fucking crit, man. I'm still mad about that.
Hold on, go and roll some. Hold on, we
Go
gotta
roll.
see. How long would it take for you to crit? Go for it. Let's see.
Obviously.
We gotta find out.
But it's
You gotta know.
right?
That'd
You
be
gotta
great.
know. That's not
Great
okay.
start there. A 1, a 1, and a 2.
Oh my goodness! It's just fake.
Oh.
It's fake. Okay, that's 9 dice. Statistically, you need only like
There it
4
is.
more. Oh, there it is. Finally. It only took 12 more dice,
Go blue.
and your crit has been exhausted, so you can't even get it in like 4 more combats from now.
Yeah,
Nah.
roll it. Let's see how much damage you would dealt.
It's like a once per long rest.
Mineral damage.
Sure,
We're
let
gonna
me
see
make
a blue
sure.
number.
Oh,
I'm calling. We're
ones.
gonna see a blue number.
No.
Let me make sure. Boom.
I know blue ones.
That's not even that much damage.
Yeah, that first.
What a 38! Look at the first sneak attack
Oh,
roll.
look at
Holy
those
shit.
reds. Hell yeah.
Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah.
Impressive, Mark.
Wow, that is a hell of a roll. Wait, Aqua, does my sneak attack go up?
Oh, that was 122. Ignore that. Ignore that. I miscalculated. Ignore that. I miscalculated.
Bro, I rolled 5d8
Better.
as part of my damage like yesterday, and I got a 36, and I was like, oh.
I want to see
What'd
what
you
my
crit?
potential damage would be
Wait,
on a crit with Apotheosis Terran Melee.
Yeah,
Aqua,
what's
my
it-
sneak
what's it-
attack should have gone up, right? Because I'm at 22.
No, yeah. What it states at the end is where it's at the end. I mean, you
Oh,
could have
okay.
focused.
Those
You
damage
could have
rolls
used
were
focus
terrible.
twice.
Those are some bad damage rolls.
No, yeah, focus is in there. It's just the reason I was asking is because since it goes up every 2 levels, and you're saying that like spellcaster scale, I wasn't sure if anything else scaled.
Oh no.
Just because sneak attack is like semi-regular scaling, actually, it's every other level.
That's a better roll.
Yeah, I decided that it was either going to be all across the board or none at all, and it's too difficult to do it across the board. It's like, nah.
That's fair.
Bro.
That's a nice hit from that Apotheosis crit. Let's see. Hold on. Let me roll it all up. Put it in the stew.
To be fair, that is
236 force damage. But also, if you ever find anything that's like immune to force,
Like me.
yeah, that's true.
imagine that you get this nice crit, like boom, plink.
Immune to force.
Also resistant to fire for good measure, because why not?
When was proficiency going up again?
25, I think.
Yeah.
25, I think, is what it's.
If we-
Proficiency
if
goes
we
up
get
every
there.
4 levels. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, 1, 5, 9, 13, 17 is when it goes up, I think.
I think I just might make a full marshal. It might be nice not to have to worry about spells ever again.
I am still considering a martial, but I'm probably not going to go melee if I do.
Marshall with magic initiate.
Don't tempt me.
Action surge, double level 9, level 8 spells.
I'm
Oh
just
my
happy
God.
that before I died, I got to do the stupid Tensor's transformation Mirrorlit ball.
Yeah.
I had that planned for so long. You have no. I took Tensor's transformation as soon as I could, and it's a 6th level spell. I had it for fucking ever.
The circumstances were just right at that exact moment.
That goofy. You were. Oh, that's right. Zell couldn't even see it because he wasn't there. Here is. I'll put it in the chat for you. I've had this spell the entire ever since I hit level 6 or level 6 spells. I grabbed it.
Wait, Azel wasn't here when it happened?
No, he wasn't. He was gone. He showed up like halfway through the session.
We were botting Azel before that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not much
Would you like to
change in what he was
describe the
doing.
Would you like to describe the process, and then we'll figure out where you're heading off to, and then we'll probably be at about the end of the session at that point as you head over to where you are and just get established.
Yeah. So
I mean-
I just stopped time and then turned myself into a Marilith, which has 6 long sword attacks and 1 tail attack. And then I cast Tensor's transformation on myself, so each of the 6 attacks would do an additional 2d12 damage on top of it, and it was already 2d8 plus 4 on all of them, except for the tail, which is 2d10
So
plus 4.
it was like what?
the guy was
437
paralyzed.
damage?
Yeah, they were all critting because he was paralyzed.
Yeah, the guy was paralyzed, so it's just a shit ton of dice being rolled. Oh, it was great. What was it? It was like 500 and
Are we
something.
doing anything besides just going straight there?
I don't think so, but
I think
I guess that's the
fine.
question to answer.
I think we're just. Well, actually, I'm dead. y'all can make up your damn
Shut up.
minds. What? It's objectively true.
You're objectively true.
Wow.
Objectively cute.
I mean, it's back to port,
I like
and
the
then
conf-
we
I like the
meet up
confidence.
with Valindra, right?
Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah.
Oh shit, my new character's gonna be Valindra. Hand over the character sheet.
From one caster to another.
No, I'm going full Marshall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
I thought you
what.
said you wouldn't pick a you wouldn't play a marshal in a full like a full campaign.
I mean,
No, I
there's
like
this
full
much of
marshals.
a campaign left.
Well, I guess that's fair.
Could you even turn that
I
copper
said-
dragon to anything? Let me see.
I said I wouldn't. I said I
Copper
wouldn't.
dragon mask.
Yeah, Ilion could.
Let me see. The only copper dragon
I said I wouldn't
item
play
that
a
you can make is like
barbarian. That's all.
A copper dragon
Oh.
mask, I think, right?
there's no copper dragon mask. That's only chromatics
Really?
that have the masks.
Oh.
Copper dragon
There
has scale
is-
mail.
The Demi Dragon thing on the approved Reddit thing does have metallic items in there. So like you
Okay.
can look and see if there's anything
Did
worth looking at there.
Treasury of Dragons add any like items that change based on the dragon? I don't remember. What
I mean,
items were.
technically all of them do, with different elements based on the breath weapon of the dragon that the items whose fort it was in.
Hmm.
You could also make things like the Ascendant Dragon Vessel, or like Potion of Dragon stuff.
I have no idea what I should make. I know I'm taking Aberrant Dragon Mark. I want to get an epic boon, but like, wait,
Even
no,
though
I
it's been
gain
severely
spells if
nerfed.
I do that. Oh no.
You're not guaranteed to get Aberrant Dragon, the epic boon. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Thanks to a couple people that
Mostly you.
took it too much. Yeah, mostly me. Hey, to be fair, before Aqua's last time nerfing it, I think. I don't remember. It was either after he last nerfed it or the time before he last nerfed it. I still got it. All right, so I haven't failed
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah, you've gotten it legitimately each time anyway.
Also, does it count for epic levels?
Oh fuck, I forgot to buff
I-
Mirage again.
I
I
guess.
don't know, right?
Yeah, I guess it
I-
would.
I guess it would, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like if you don't get it by level 20, like you gotta.
I
You
mean,
kind of need the pity at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
I actually wonder. Hold on, let me try. I'm just gonna roll once to find out.
what is it? It's just 5% or whatever.
10%, right?
10.
10%.
10%. Sorry.
Well, keep in mind, you wouldn't do 23 because it only is at like 10th level, right?
Yeah,
That
it's only after
starts-
10th level.
So it'd be 13. So let's get rid of the first 13.
I mean, he still gets it, but.
Yeah, I got it once. I got it one time out of all those rolls. Let's go.
I mean,
Yeah,
let
even
me
if
look
you're
at the
Nicholas.
let me look at the odds on it. It's yeah,
It should
so
be a lot
it's-
higher with 23 of them, right?
Yeah, so from 10 to 20, actually,
Huh?
10 to 20 is 11 levels, so you have 11 chances. That's a 68.7% chance, 68.6% chance, and then with 23 levels, let's see, 77% chance to get it in total. Which is actually still not that high, honestly speaking.
See if I get it on my
Aqua.
first try.
Yes.
No.
Find
I
Greater
never get it
Steed
rolling high on
says I
D100.
can make their attack roll bonus equal mine. Can I choose my spell attack bonus instead of my melee attack bonus?
Sure.
Okay. Because like I'm actually better at hitting with spells than swords
Oh.
right now.
Wait, really?
It doesn't.
Wow.
It feels like it should just be the melee one though. I probably just need to change the wording to specify that though.
Okay.
It's been a while since I've opened the spell document actually. That's a weird feeling. I remember when I
Because
was like,
I only have 16 strength and I have 26 charisma.
Oh, right.
Oh, no.
well, let me see.
So all of y'all need to update your auras or protections to be +8 now.
Oh, hell yeah.
Don't worry, I, Allah be what, shall make a new one. That is already...
Honestly, Jake, if my default character name had been better, I probably would have kept it too, but it's not.
What is it?
I will just speak. It is Shahid Parko. It's not really interesting.
The best one I ever got was someone named Guri Gepli. What a sick name.
Bro, I was playing Tarkov earlier, and my scav's name was Shrek. It was great.
There's no way that's random, right?
What, the scav names?
Yeah.
Scav names are random, I think.
Yeah, they are random.
They're
Yep.
NPCs. Yeah, they're just. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe it's
they're-
pseudo random, but
Well, I mean, yeah, it's definitely like true random doesn't exist. It's definitely pseudo random. It's just it's Shrek is just one of the pools of last names for scouts, and I don't know if it's like a Russian last name that I've never heard of.
it was
But
probably just a joke from the developers, honestly.
maybe, yeah.
So is that happening, Orko?
Yeah, I just changed it to weapon attack bonus.
Okay, I can still use my spell attack for this because I think it's technically a spell attack.
I also now have to remove from
Oh no,
one line
because it uses
from it.
my charisma different.
I did
Line
find a
removal?
rogue subclass that could be interesting,
Yeah.
called the Conspirator Rogue.
What is that?
You learn machinations, and you essentially you create these effects as kind of like devious plots. You know what I mean? Like it's a plot or a scheme that you enact over the course of a day. At the end of the long rest, you can select a number of known machinations to enact equal to your proficiency bonus, and you gain their benefits until your next long rest. Some of them are small, like when you first roll for initiative, you become invisible until the first round of combat ends or until you make an attack roll. Or you may administer and consume potions that is a bonus action. Some of them are slightly more impactful, like as an action, you may select a spell from the wizard's spell list with a casting time of an action and a level equal to or lower than your proficiency bonus, and attempt to replicate its effects. Make a forgery kit check with a DC equal to 15 plus the spell's level. If you succeed, you replicate the effects of the spell. Once you successfully replicate it, you cannot use this machination again until the end of another long rest. Or like, add your proficiency bonus to your initiative rolls. There's also this one is when you roll a dice for your sneak attack, you may expend and roll a hit die, add the damage to the total, and change your sneak attack damage to necrotic. I think some of the high level ones are really, really good. Let me see.
Nick, you should try Artillerist.
That's true. Actually, I might do that. That's actually a really, really good idea.
See, I was thinking about playing Artificer, but I'm like, I don't want to make an Artificer that starts at level 20. That sounds like
I'm okay with it because cannons.
Yeah.
Cannons.
Oh my god, you could actually arm the airship.
Oh my god,
You
true. Yo, yeah, let's see someone else try to fight around our airship again.
Never again will you combat us on our airship.
See, I'd
Once
ask,
our
Hey,
fleet
no,
tries
I'd
to
ask
fight us
Aqua
on the airship, we just gun our city down.
I'd ask Aqua if he'd let me play with the Sword Master class I'm making, but one, it's not done, and two, if I do that, I want to play it like from the get go.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can
Yeah,
really see how it goes up.
I'm the same with the hobo. I really want to play the hobo, but I would
Yeah.
need to play from level
That's
1.
the same thing here. I have a barbarian in mind, but I'd like to play it from the beginning because I think it would be a really thematic character, and I wouldn't just want to start as them.
Like, see, I'm in dumb mode right now, and you don't want to be in dumb mode. Admittedly, dumb mode does involve Artificer multi-classing, but because I've realized that there's nothing on the Bladesinger Wizard that says you can't use a gun.
Yeah.
And
Oh
there's
wait,
something very
Jake,
funny to me.
technically if you did that, I found a subclass for Druid called Circle of the Barrel, and I can turn into your gun. And you can use me as your weapon.
Oh god, I was thinking about doing that. I was thinking about doing the multi-class monstrosity I've lovingly named Scuffadin, which is you ignore all the auras and shit of Paladin and just try to get as many different on-hit bonuses as possible.
I also have a multi-class one with Ranger as well. It's Ranger, Fighter, and I think I had Warlock in there. I don't remember. But basically, you want to go the Hunter Conclave for the volley subclass feature, and then you want to get Gunner, and that way, if you target an area and say there's like 10 creatures in it, you get to hit each creature once, and then one creature like 10 times.
Let's go.
Yeah,
And then
there really
Samurai
is
is there to
nothing
give you
stopping
advantage on
from
every
using
hit.
gun.
What do you say?
I mean, there really is nothing stopping you from using a gun as a blade singer, other than you don't get the Song of Victory bonus.
It's lit.
I am also there was
Interesting.
a subclass I found for cleric called the Murder Domain.
Did you say murder or martyr?
Murder.
Murder, okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm just imagining because blade singer is supposed to be like a nice, you know, like Irelia kind of thing, right? It's like this,
Yeah.
it's like a dance.
Just
you know,
imagine her with
dancing,
like
and
8
he's
floating
pulling a
guns.
Glock.
Yeah, imagine Misfortune, but like with magic.
You know, I'm just like, no, the swords are still there. Like, they're still floating. It's just like you're dancing, you pull a Glock. Just...
You
I was
fool,
thinking
how
more
will
like
you get
the
me up
sword-
here with
the
those
swords-
melee attacks? What
I was
melee
thinking the
attacks?
swords are like isn't there's a Final Fantasy where the guns are, is it Squall?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Squall.
The gun blade, you mean?
Yeah, the Gunblade. I've only played Final Fantasy 15, so the only reason I know Squall has a Gunblade is because I played Dissidia.
Yeah, Dissidia.
Yeah.
I've only played Final Fantasy 6.
Who'd you
Alright.
main in Dissidia?
Me?
Alright, before that
I-
conversation veers in that direction, you went over to Hakamar and
I
got
don't
whatever it
like
is you
that.
wanted. And so are you just head to move straight after that?
I
Did
think-
we go to Harakamar?
Presumably, like, if you wanted to turn these people into anything useful.
Yeah.
Or if you didn't, that's fine too.
And if we assume that any new characters that are being made are able to pay a visit to Harakamar and get an enhanced item there.
I mean, presumably
Yeah.
we'd be able to bring you to there after we pick you up and hire you or
Yeah,
whatever.
the order could be back to port and then that.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
guy was definitely thinking back to port immediately.
Okay, back to port.
If I
And
make
yeah,
an
you know what?
artillerist-
That's where we'll pick off the next session is back at port.
If I make an artillerist, I'm sure they would be more than happy to go fawn over the stuff in Harakmar.
Bro, I'm just gonna...
Uh,
I'm writing it into my character's backstory that they want to get rid of this death curse for their own reason. Yeah, of course yeah, let's go! Woo!
I mean, the Death Curse is like cosmos-wide, right?
yes.
Damn.
Yeah. So even people not here will have reasons to want to get rid of it.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh, the characters I played, or like mained, I guess. The character I mained, I guess, in Dissidia was Bart's. But I also